Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Hope everybody is doing great. Mm. Don't judge me, y'all. I'm eating my lovely dinner, which is actually pretty good. Which was this? This is carrots. Let us do. Let us do corn. Let us do. Let us do chicken. There we go. So we got that done. I know we left some stuff in here. Oh, yes, we did. Okay, let's check in here. Got one of these, some of these. Welcome, Luna. And then I don't think we had put anything in there for anything else. Yeah, no. All right, all right. How about some planks? We got some planks. Gotta take those. All right, and let's go ahead and see what we got. Mm. So we already got that fabric fume, or how do you say it? We got some pieces of furniture. I feel like we had something that we wanted to do and I forgot what it was. No lie. I think I got a mixing station. Or I needed a mixing station for certain recipes that I had from what I remember. I don't think we need glass yet, but right now we're doing okay. So that is all updated. We do need some more copper though. So, but once we upgrade, that's the one thing like I have to stress is that we have to have more space in our stuff. So let us give it a little bit more time and see what else we could do. So, oh, my dinner was so good, but I'm still hungry. All right, y'all, let's see what we got. So, we do have some stuff. I'm a weirdo. I have a weird thing about like odd numbers. Oh, I took all of that. No, put it back. I want one of these, and we're gonna do the 9 of these to feed the babies. Iron Woman. Hey, boo. Girl, I'm surprised you're not on. And a potato. Let's see what we can do. Ozzy. Baby. Hi, baby. All right, let's give you a potato. Oh, you are? Oh, I didn't see you. All right. Ozzy is good, mate. All right. Girl, I'm in a class. It's supposed to start, but it hasn't. Slash. Hi, baby. Give me the mix. Yeah, like I love it tells you to be there on 15 minutes. You know, like be on there 15 minutes before the class. And I'm on here. Ain't nobody. I've been on here for 20 minutes. Ain't nothing. Girl, I just finished my setup. I still have a lot to do, like decorations and stuff like that. But girl, yeah. I'm so tired. I went to the gym today. I'm a poop butt right now. Girl, my feet are on fire. I'm always gonna save Khaleesi for last. Led Zeppelin. Damn, no eggs, baby. No eggs. Let's see. Bruh. Okay. Well, here you go. Let me give you some of this. Let me give you some of this loving. I'm gonna tell you something crazy. So I went, um, went to the gym. I went into work really early, and I went to the gym, and girl, I drank a lot of water today, and I typically don't, but I did. Oh, look at my horse! Look at her teeth. I saw her teeth. That's crazy. All right, let's see what you got for me. Some fertilizer, yes, girl. Thank you, Khaleesi. All right, baby. Let's give you some of this good loving. But girl, I almost didn't make it to the bathroom, girl. When I tell you that I was in fear of my life, I and it wasn't I just had to pee. I just had to pee like mm, for the life of me. Girl, I had to go to like the pool bathroom like coming into my building cuz I ride the train. And so, I was fine getting onto the train. I was like, "Oh, I'm good." I finished my protein shake. I was straight. But when I tell you I got halfway to my trip, girl, that shit was over. That shit was like, who do you think you are? You gotta go pee. And I'm like, yo, and I don't usually do this, but I was like, yo, I need to go use a public restroom. Like I need to use it today. Like I'm about to piss myself. Girl, no. My life was in shambles. I still got a headache cuz I'm trying paleo. I think that's how you say it. Metallica, hi baby. Oh my god, you're so cute. Girl, I almost died. I didn't think I was gonna survive. I didn't think I was gonna make it. I thought I was gonna have something shameful to say. But I survived. I survived. I made it. Jesus Christ, thank you. Yes. All right, let's see what we can breed. All right, Khaleesi, still nothing. So Ozzy and Slash. Let's get Ozzy and Slash. All right. So hopefully, let's see we get some good. Mm. Okay. 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 All right, let's see. Oh my God, cutie pie. Okay, Iron Woman, you give me the honor. Give me a. You know what? If you want to pick rock between rock and R&B, you got to give me a name for the new Peaky. New baby Peaky. Any group, any band. Not with him twisting like a little crackhead though. Doop, 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 doop. Only reason why I did rock bands is because of their hair with the little mohawk. So I was like, oh man, I think these people forgot about us in this class. This what happened last week. Okay, let's do it. You too. You. Oh yeah, take notes.
All right, I'm back. I'm ready.
Okay, I've let everybody in, Frank, so they're joining us right now. They're all coming in.
Gotcha.
Girl,
So,
they
welcome
finally
everybody. Welcome
started
to
the
today's
class.
session of our
Can
OSHA
you
Summit.
hear them talking?
I want to welcome you guys to today's session. I'm glad you guys get to make it to today. So,
Please tell me if you do it.
I'm gonna kind of get us set up, and then if you guys will help other students as they're coming, because not everybody's jumping in at 6:30, right? Some are still getting off of work, depending on where you are in the world. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link, and this is going to take us to
Can
our
you hear
official
it?
OSHA Safety Summit page. Okay, uh, Frank, if you can zoom out real fast.
Of course.
Yeah,
It's not letting me zoom out.
it's okay. There you go.
Nope.
Oh
Yeah,
my
no, this
God.
mouse is
Okay,
always
hold
zooming out.
on.
Okay, okay. So what you guys are going to do? Let me steal the screen real fast,
I
Frank.
thought they
Okay.
forgot.
So I'm going to get you guys set up
Hold on,
for
girl.
the Safety
I'm
Summit.
trying to shut it down.
Every day of class, you guys will need to check in. There's a check-in link,
Okay.
but what you guys will do
I'm
is in the
putting it
chat, I've
low
put
because I
a
actually do
link.
have to hear
You
it.
guys will need to go to this link in the chat
And then they disabled
to access the
the
materials.
uh
So we'll sign in today.
they turned off the
You guys will do
freaking
the sign-in sheet.
what do you
Let me
call
find
it?
out
They
what the
ended up
summit
taking
code for
off
today is real
the
fast.
abled like oh my God, how do you call that thing? The transcript. So usually I'm able to like let the transcript like gather the class so I could catch up to the notes. Cause I'll be
The
telling you right now, I'll
code
be falling
for the
asleep.
day, the challenge code. The challenge
So,
code
girl, ain't
for
it
today
raining over here?
is the code for today is Frank. There you go.
But I try to
Keep
put
it
it like
easy.
low as
You
possible.
guys make sure you bookmark
I'm gonna
your
put some jams over
page.
it though.
But this is going to be where you guys are going to activate your modules, your check-in. It'll look just like this. And I'll put it in the chat for you guys.
There you go.
So you guys make sure to check in.
Does that balance it? What do you think?
I'm going to disable make sure on June 22nd, don't change that.
Is it subtle or should I put up my
subtle.
volume up a little bit more?
You guys will get a confirmation that your attendance has been recorded every day of class. Per OSHA guidelines, you have to check in. If you do not check in, we cannot provide, Frank can't submit that stuff to OSHA for your OSHA credential. Okay?
Girl,
So you guys
chaos,
are
but
logging
go
in there.
off. I'm trying, girl. I'm trying to
The
be
next
great
thing
in
is to
here.
get into your safety module.
I'm trying to be an adult.
You guys can go ahead and access your safety module.
You know,
right here. This is the module we're going to stay in all
girl,
week. Sending personal messages. This is
I'm trying,
where
man.
we're going to
That's why I
operate
kept the
from.
volume up.
So I'm going to give it to you guys again. You guys are going to go to that
And
page.
then, like,
You're going to check in, and then you're going to register in your module.
Like this dude,
everything that
like
I
they, I
provided
like
you
the
in the
class,
chat.
but they be
You have a
pissing me
couple
off
minutes,
sometimes.
but I need you guys to be
So I'm sitting here like, okay,
in the same
like
module.
we're here at the class, and it's like,
The link is in the chat. And make sure you're muted and your mic is muted.
does it say that?
I'm not going to answer questions. The questions are in the chat. This is what I'm telling you guys you need to do. Go into the chat, download the module, go to the link, check in. Once you check in, the code for the day is Frank, and then we'll be moving forward. Go ahead
Girl,
and get
my
into the
head
module
hurt.
now.
I'm trying to sign in. Into my class.
The module has been provided for you guys, and
But
the link
his
is in
name
the
is
chat.
too. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's feed the baby. All right, and
Once you guys
lastly,
are in the module, go ahead and
yay!
enroll. Start your enrollment, and then you should be there.
Because I would have loved
When
to
you
have
guys are
done
there,
this
just give me a
before
thumbs up in the chat when you guys are done.
before class, so I didn't have to do none of this shit. I wish they just opened
There we
it
go. Pretty straightforward.
for
I'm going to try to keep
us.
things
You know
as
what I mean?
simple as possible and very straight line. I'm not your lead instructor. Frank is going to be the OSHA instructor throughout, and I'll let him introduce himself. But I want to go ahead and get us set up where we're in the module. And
What are you
all
working
set.
on today, girl?
So all we're
Man,
doing
I got a
is coming in
mic
here,
right there.
doing
I
your
must have-
attendance,
must be-
making sure your attendance code is Frank. Sign it, go back to the page, and then go into your module.
Fishing skills important.
And Frank, I'll let you share your screen. We'll give them a couple minutes.
Thank you. Just had to make sure.
All right, my kids are fed. Ooh, the girl, she here. Let's see what she got for us.
So I'm gonna go ahead and
I don't know. I like her. She got like that mama vibe.
meeting issues.
Cause secretly, you know, her son is my man, but he's a hoe. He talks to another girl, but trying to talk to me at the same time.
Okay.
You know, so.
All right. While y'all are eating the
What am
task
I?
that Zach is helping you do, I'm gonna give you a brief introduction of myself. As you said, my name is Frank. I'm an
So
authorized OSHA outreach trainer. That means that I am able to
I'm trying to expand
safety
my
thing.
horizons.
A little bit about my background. I have just recently separated from the United States Marine Corps. I served 10 years. My primary occupation, or my MOS, when I served in the Marine Corps, was crash fire rescue.
What do you want to be when you grow up, girl?
Best way I can describe that is I was a firefighter, and I didn't necessarily get to do my job a lot, but whenever I did, I loved
So
it. I loved firefighting. However, as I grew older and I started stepping into more of that management role,
attendance.
I started kind of getting tired of responding to incidents that were really incredible. I started to take a turn to safety, and whenever I got out, I took a full dive into safety. And now
A
I
stay-at-home
safety.
dad. I'm here for it, okay? I'm here for it. I want to be a stay-at-home mommy too.
To ensure that everyone is doing the things that they need to do. Meanwhile,
I need
will
my
just
man
say, you know,
to win
first
the
off,
lottery.
thank you to Zach for being able to run this.
I'll be the best
Without him,
stay-at-home mom. But
none of this would
we
be
already
happening.
discussed
I
this.
wouldn't be
I
sitting here in
couldn't
front of all
be.
y'all.
He already know I can't
I
be
would
no
be
stay-at-home.
doing my primary job, which is safety program management. But again, I like instructing. I used to instruct firefighters.
He
I used to
knows that
certify
for a
firefighters
fact. I
and emergency
can't.
management personnel.
I can't
So
do
I'm
it.
glad I get the opportunity to sit here in front of so many people.
So
and be
I
able to
tried
tell
this
them
I'm
about
trying this
general
paleo
things that they can do
diet,
to prevent incidents from happening in the workplace,
and I don't know. We'll see how it
as well as
goes.
just building a general safety.
Oh my God! Do I get a new? I was about to call it a Pokemon.
So, like
So
I
she-
talked with Frank,
She gave me a
the exams
Let me
are
see it.
going
Let
to
me put
unlock
this in real
Sunday.
quick.
So this will be for all the courses that are a part of this summit package for you guys. The
To
exams will act
oversee
Sunday.
the-
You have to
the
register every
class.
day.
Because I put the volume
And so,
down,
yeah.
and it's like
I think,
controlling
Frank, I think you got it
how
from
I'm
here.
listening to that. I know it's weird.
All right, thank
Freedom?
you.
I'm getting some
So like,
boxes.
what do I do with this voucher?
I'm getting some random boxes.
She said I got a
It's
voucher,
like on my end.
so I just can be
Do you
exchanged
have
for
other
a
stuff open
trufflet
up on
at
your
the
computer?
ranch and stored.
Yes, I do. Back and forth.
So okay,
Yeah. I just see a
I
lot of
want to use it.
like
How do I
boxes
use
from
it?
Wagon, so just so they
Here,
can
let
see
me
it.
stop.
Oh,
you
there we
real
go.
quick.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Sorry, I'm using my personal laptop.
Okay, so
today,
the baby there. Oh,
That's
what?
okay.
Oh yeah, go let's go over there. Oh my God, I got a new
In the
baby.
chat, where are you guys coming
I
from?
wonder how
Put in
it
the
looks
chat, where are
like.
you guys located? I'm in North Carolina.
When I
Frank's
tell you it
Virginia,
is
right?
fucking
Yes, I am.
stormy. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, what is this little pig looking
chat's
thing?
open, by the way, guys.
What is
Where
that?
you
A
guys
pig?
from?
A
Jax,
warthog?
San Diego.
Why? When he was a young warthog. When I was a young warthog. I'm about to lie and say it from Los Angeles.
All right. Back up and share my screen. Sorry about the delay.
Okay, there's a
Okay,
Go ahead and
potato.
get started.
Hey,
I
we're
need to
glad to
give,
have you. Thank you so much for taking your time and helping train these vets, man. I really appreciate it.
I don't want to do. No, I
Thank
gotta
you for
save
having me.
my. Let's
And
do
just like
let's
all
do
of y'all,
onions today.
I actually went through some of the programs that Star Global has offered itself.
Let's do
I
yeah.
got my Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt here.
Maybe he eats a lot of potatoes.
ISO 25001.
All right.
Just saying, like,
So,
I've been in the same shoes as a lot of you.
oh,
here.
he a warthog, all right.
All right.
So
with
let's
that being
see, what's
said,
a good name?
Let's start safety.
All right. So
Welcome to the
this
safety
one,
zone.
he got a
Recording in
mane to
progress.
We
him.
are
So
going
we
to
gotta
start
give him
with basically showing you a brief description
another
of
grup.
some of the
Okay,
things
so
that you need to be able to do.
another
First off, you need to be able to do a daily
rock
check-in. You need
band,
to be able to download this mod.
but
Joining this live class is
another
mandatory
rock
for this live
band,
class every day. And then for exams,
R&B
all
or
exams are
rock.
on Sunday.
We've been going rock, so we did pretty good. I don't know,
If
this
you are
was
able
tough.
to, then you have to talk
And we got 15
Alright,
characters.
welcome to the
15
safety zone.
characters.
For day one, we're going to talk about.
He got a mane.
Talk about
He got like
certifications
a real
that,
mane.
are offered.
So we
We're
need
gonna
a
talk about
rock
course
band
administration,
named
housekeeping rules.
to
We're gonna talk about
name
tenants
our new
policy.
baby.
We're going to talk about program requirements.
We need
How do you receive your exams, which we already talked about on Sunday. Right, we're going to talk about the course
R&B
agenda.
or
We're
rock.
gonna do introduction to
But
leadership.
I kind of wanted to
We're going
match.
cover
So I think
the
if I do
20
rock
ICF
for
1910.
the little
1910
peakies,
is 1910
you said
is
Kid
the
Rock.
general industry publication
Or
proposal.
should we keep a style like
Basically,
keep the
general
little birds, the
safety
chicken looking
manual.
ones, the rock bands, and
And then
then
we're going to
switch
talk
it up
about
with
equipment
these?
inspection protocols. Alright? For day two, we're going to talk
He
about
said
some of the
Kid Rock.
core industry
I mean, he
standards
does.
that,
Kid Rock
that
did
we
have that
use
hair. He had that little swish thing in the back of his
We're going to talk
hands.
about walking working surfaces.
That's
We're
fair.
going to talk about paths of
I
egress,
think New
exit,
Kids on the Block is too
fire
loud.
prevention, fire protection. We're going to talk about PVP. We're going to talk about sanitation. We're going to talk about general industry
I do like
standards
Kid
when it
Rock,
comes
but I
to
kind of
ADL
feel like I wish I could put a hat on.
Day
And some
three,
sunglasses.
we're going to talk about hazard
Let's
recognition
do
and control. We're going to talk about
just
hazard. Now people don't know this, but I'm gonna put a little fun fact right here. HAZCOM was actually recently updated in 2024.
Alright, let's see how a mushroom forager. Okay, and he gains moderately more happiness when there are at least 3 other animals of the same species. Oh, hold on, partner. We ain't balling like that. Oh, he needs 200 points?
And then
All right, let's do. Oh, good, perfect. Why he don't like potatoes? He's a pig.
On day 4, we're
Why
going
he
to talk
don't like
about warehouse
potatoes?
and material handling safety. We're going to talk about powered industrial trucks. We're going to talk about general warehouse safety.
Why he don't like
basic
potatoes?
warehouse safety as well as ergonomics. For day 5,
Because I
we're
would buy one
fantastic
more.
Friday. We're going to go
So then
over
we
ISO
have
45001, which is an international
to,
standard for safety management.
But he's still
We're going to
considered a
review the
baby.
key OSHA standards. We're going to go over
Yeah,
compliance
so
and integration of
we need,
workplace applications and safety.
Yeah, let's get to work.
We're
We
gonna
got
go
some shit
over
to do.
final, questions and
We
answers,
gotta
and
make
then
some
presentation.
money.
And then
Let's see what we got.
talk about
Because right now,
for the
oh
weekend, we
yeah.
have a lot longer
Thank
hours.
you for everyone who donated to my poor
A
cause.
full-on
See, but how do I
8
write to
hour day.
him? Can I write to
You're
him?
going to be sitting there. You're going to break.
CJ
We're
said,
going to go over
what, hold on, I just want to write them.
everything as it comes
Can
to
I
us
get
as it comes to running a safety program and ensuring that personnel follow the safety programs that exist.
Thank you
And
so
then day 7,
much
we're going to cover any
for
last minute classes that we need to cover, and we're
help.
going to go over exams.
I
All right.
appreciate it. Ooh.
That completes the course agenda, and we're going
Ooh.
to go ahead and move on to the next step, which is
Ooh.
introducing
Oh
myself.
my God, girl, I
I'll talk about
cannot
myself a little
spell
bit.
today.
I'm an OSHA authorized outreach trainer. I
All right,
have
bet.
been authorized
So
for now.
we
Before
gave
that,
that.
I was a
Like I said,
manager,
I want to keep my
was
same
part
little
of the
energy.
fire department.
So I guess I need to wait an
I was a station
hour or
captain
whatever.
for in a civilian department. The equivalent position is a
My
battalion
iron
chief.
woman is out.
Basically,
She's
if
here.
an incident were to happen and I would respond, I'd be the
So
one in
we
charge
got
of the
enough
incident
fertilizers.
until a
Let's
higher
dump that
authority
back
would
at the
come and
house.
stop.
But I think one of
Also,
these
incident management
trufflets
instructor
are
on
$1,500.
how to manage complex
I'm $200 short,
process,
but I wouldn't want. We need to get at least 3 teams before we get her. So we're gonna go lay our stuff down and go garden. Because you already, girl, what skill are you on when it comes to gardening?
Say to everyone is make sure you work with as many people as possible.
What does she? All right,
I will say this: without networking, I wouldn't have met.
What is this? This is tomatoes.
I wouldn't be in the position.
Fuck. I kind of mixed
Without
matched.
networking, I wouldn't have my current job, where I'm working as a safety program
So
manager.
let's do this. Let's go ahead. Gardening 8. Jesus H. I'm just ready to have a better watering can. I'm just ready for that. I'm just ready for that recipe to drop.
All right, let's zoom in a little bit. We're going to talk about some of the credentials that we're going to be going over during this course. The main reason that a lot of you are here, probably those 30 hours.
All right.
Right, general industry, that was 30 hours, also including the card. Right, that being said, we're also going to go over warehouse safety.
So I don't see like,
We're going to go over the
I don't
ISO
mind the chat
45001,
because then you
again,
can't
it's that
ask
international
questions.
standard. We're going to go over ARC Flash certification, incident prevention and reporting certification, safety compliance coordinator certification, safety training facilitators, as well as workplace hazard control specialist
Do the
certification.
like what they offer, stuff like that.
Again, to be able to deal with any of this stuff, you need to be able to sign in daily and fill out the correct information on the sheets that are being reported.
All right, then. But my feet, fucking bird, a makeshift hoe.
Alright,
Yeah, like I'm ready for a better looking
we're
hoe.
not going to necessarily worry about the price right now. What we're going to talk about is the training that you're going to receive. Alright, with that being said, whenever there is a price, like Zach, his program, they offer discount rates that are great. For example, his Lean Six Sigma courses that he offers, colleges offer Lean Six Sigma for like $6,000 to spend an entire semester with. Whereas his is a fraction of the cost. Right? His main goal that he's trying to do out here is he's trying to get better and not only faster, but at a cheaper rate.
Yeah, so what they get to, it's not just the kids, they're getting a workforce grant. So basically it offsets the cost of this training, right?
Right?
That's what
I think I'm gonna keep. I'm just mad because I wish that I paid more mind to where I place things.
You know, you can see industry
And
training
so,
for
but
several
it's
thousand
okay.
dollars,
So
several
here,
$100,
I know I have
and at
one
the end of the day,
tomato.
I know not everybody
So
has
what I'm
time.
gonna
That's
do
not what
is
Star
I'm
Global
gonna
is about.
place
We're here to
all
try
the
to get you guys
corn.
credentials and get you set up
This
to
is
the
gonna be
right?
'cause
So
corn
you guys will have
came.
a workforce grant that on Sunday will enable all of these different credentials
Yeah,
that will have
corn
access
came
to.
next.
You'll have the card, and then there is a small processing fee. That processing fee is what Frank has to take to get your card registered. So, just so there's no ambiguity there, you have to pass the examination, and you have to register the card, and then Frank will take that and will roster all the exams, and then he submits that to OSHA. Those cards come to him, and then he'll mail those cards out to you guys. So it's a pretty easy, straightforward process.
Right. Next
actually
round.
your cards. Frank will put it into the ocean
I
portal.
should
That way
go.
you can verify a key card and the other players can see it.
Yes, that is exactly right.
So, what are your
Sadly, that's how
official
OSHA
thoughts
works,
now
right? That's
on
how
the
they make so much money,
game
so they can punch through their
since
training
we've got
programs.
into it?
Is they charge the instructors, well, the students who are paying for it, per card, and they ship it to the instructor, and then the instructor has to ship it out to the students. Now, with that being said,
You like it?
once you
Okay,
get
good.
the
I'm glad you like it.
next step would be to verify
I need to try your weed game.
the full show.
But that would be like uh something else. I have to do that.
All right. So to get your OSHA 30 general industry card, right? Things you need to do
Let's
is
do.
you need to complete the course. You need to be here the entire 30 hours. You need to be able to
I
actually
feel like I'm gonna ruin it.
review and understand the topics that are being taught. You need to be able to show competency. We're going to have some program walks for that. We're going to have some videos that are going to watch. And just everything else that's on this slide. Just go ahead and keep reading it. That being said, as I've already said, with the grant and everything, it comes down to price tag.
It's essentially you're gonna pay $99 for the examination, and then in the exam you'll register for the card portal. That'll be the official portal as soon as you pass your exam.
Yeah. I'll leave it up here for about 30 more seconds, and then we'll go ahead and continue. I understand, especially on the first day of these courses, it's pretty annoying. They kind of like just throw all this information in your face, and you're just like this isn't necessarily like I'm not teaching you OSHA right now. I'm going over the nuts and bolts that comes before the teaching process, and sadly, it's a necessary thing. I wish I could just go straight into it.
Shit.
All right. Now, we're gonna talk about the difference between OSHA 10 hour and OSHA 30 hour. 10 hour overtime. For like companies like Amazon and other bigger companies that make OSHA 10 hour requirement, you need that card to be able to go on the floor. For construction, you need an OSHA 10 hour card for you to be able to look into the person. However, the program that we're offering here is 30 hours. It is for safety supervisor. I will say this. My initial thought whenever I was in it is I was thinking about the I was getting national registry. I was getting everything ready in line. I was submitting my application. But a lot of fire
I even
departments
bought like a bunch of like
a lot of fire
butt
departments
pad stuff. And the one I bought so far so good. Maybe the other one that I had was like worn out. And that's why it hurt.
I already
It
had
hurt
it.
to sit down.
I started submitting for a safety position, safety manager position. We're already paying 6 figures.
Supposed to.
DMV is the DC manager.
As bad
Now he's getting interviews. I had like almost 20 interviews that I
I
sent
think
in.
this is done.
And sadly,
It's not
I didn't get a lot of jobs at office at first, but eventually I ended up getting some because there's so many interviews to take a position that is always needed in almost every position. Right? And it wasn't necessarily just for safety managers. There's control consultants that work for insurance companies also use OSHA 30. Right? Because at that point, before the OSHA 30 hour, you're seeing the supervisor. You need safety. Ensure that the And whenever someone gets hurt or worse on a work site and they have to go in the civilian world, they get workman's comp. They get paid by the company.
All I
Not
know
only do they get paid by the company, the company's also losing money. They're losing money due to lost work. They like someone has to fill that position, or if someone doesn't fill that position, the project has to take longer, or someone else has to pick up the slack, and that's lost performance. Right? Meaning legal and regulatory requirements. One of the other backgrounds that I have is that this goes into health and safety also is environmental compliance. Right? Being able to understand hazardous waste management. Being able to understand how you can keep hazardous materials on site. How much
Okay,
hazardous
we
materials
finished that.
those basic things are things that
Now,
we
let's go drop our stuff off officially.
inspection.
Something like that,
In those citations, we apply 45
stop
times.
space.
And like I said, with that house update, employers don't update their FPS sheets by November this year.
So let's build
Each
some
one of those
stuff.
outdated
So
FPS
hopefully
sheets
this
gets
will
like
help us kind of knock out some stuff. So got a smelter. Oh, I thought it was this one.
All right, the
Missed
attendance policy. We talked about it over and over again. We're not knocking that door, but just make
Because
sure
I have a
you fill
prep
out
station.
information that you sign the roster. If you do not sign the roster, your attendance cannot be counted.
Missing station.
They just can't, because I need to be able to submit your attendance onto the Ocean Park Portal website. If I can't, I can't. I can't order your stuff. You'll either have to do a makeup class, or you'll have to do a class all over, depending on how much you make.
There we go. All right. We got some stuff now. But now let's see what we got.
Okay?
Campfire.
Every day you you haven't signed in right now.
Additional furniture.
I
Right,
would
so
say go
camping
ahead and find a way to
bench,
sign in. Put it in the chat.
we already have the majority of this. Let's do a wall cabinet. Let's see.
Alright, this is official OSHA outreach training notice. Again, I'm an authorized OSHA outreach trainer. And whenever you attend this course through Start or Global, you are receiving a scholarship to attend this training.
No
I
bed.
give a discounted rate for it.
Bed, we got some stuff
That
missing
has
for
all
the
the
bed.
details for it.
Armchair,
just
we
gonna
need
be
one
here.
of
I'm gonna
these
instruct
mossy
as my priority.
grasses.
Alright,
Uh,
but with that, you need to be able to complete the daily attendance.
Let's see some
You need to be able to
fertilizer,
complete
what
all
they need.
modules, participate
7
in
of
class,
that
complete the
for some
exam,
fertilizer.
receive your official Department of Labor
Okay.
card.
Okay, we could, that's easy. But let's see how our storage looks like. Because then
Again,
we need to
OSHA
make
10 versus OSHA 30. OSHA 10 is your entry level
Okay.
industry. It's showing you that hey,
change
there
the
is
fact
laws
that's
that
been
protect workers.
quick.
Right? It's the
So
29,
let's go
64,
ahead, let's see
1910,
what we can
whatever.
make. Let's
Right?
make some
Points of
planks.
subcategories. Walking workers,
Right,
there's
let's make some
fire
planks.
protection,
So
machine
let's
control, hazards control, being able to
The good thing is that I only need one of it. So let's do 50 of these.
let's say
Because they
a
go
worker
about quick. Alright, let's do
is
60.
walking in their workplace
Got it.
and there is a manhole that
I didn't do that. So let's do 70.
and whenever this manhole, because this manhole is uncovered, they slip and they trip in
70 of those
the
planks.
manhole over temperature wise.
Let's see if we can craft any bars.
Hopefully this over temperature
We
wise,
have
hazards are working.
I haven't seen the usage of.
But again, let's go back to OSHA 30. Your safety manhole.
Let's do dirty.
I did like 60 interviews over Amazon before I got selected.
Outside of that, I think we're good here. And we're gonna continue our journey. We have enough money to get a bigger pocket, which is like 500 bucks. But at the same time, it'll put us in a position where we cannot get anything new. Because now we're gonna be in the backside. So I don't want us to do any of that right away. So we're gonna go ahead So
ground
what we're
living
gonna do is
speaker
we're gonna
range
go
of
back to that
like
same area that we was.
environmental health and safety manager Logan Moore and environmental health and safety directors. You're up there. I've seen environmental health and safety director positions that are open that have starting at like 210,000. It's all the way up. It's just depending on where you are.
Walking fast. I forget
If
these
we're
things
actually
called.
I saw places in Alexandria that were starting at 340,000. It just depends on the workplace and what they're offering.
Okay.
It also depends on what you bring to the table. If you don't have certifications that prove that you're
Oh,
worthy
we
and
definitely work
qualified,
by
they're not going to look at you. They're going to look at your application
Oh, so this is
and
where he
probably
live
call it
at?
trash. But if you have things that show and speak to your professionalism,
Okay, there we go.
you're next in line. One of the things that I would recommend you look
So
into
we
after
weren't on
this
this side of the
recording,
lake, so I'm
especially
not
if
gonna
you're interested
spoil
in
it
working
that
in
way.
safety, is using your CSP, Certified Safety Professional certification.
So let's get back on the bridge.
That certification itself makes you qualified to
Oh,
use
I'm
VHS.
sorry, I'm sorry.
Because once you have
Yo,
that
today I
certification,
cannot
it's
ride
like
my
the top,
horse.
that's the cream top, very
What's
top.
going on with me? All right. So we're gonna go back the same way. Let's see what we get. See, look, majestic and
All right.
ready.
Just a reminder,
Ready.
you must receive
Look.
certification to be able to continue to all right?
Gotta get the
If you
coats,
click
you
on
know
the
what I
left
mean? The
menu
coats and
try
the
to go down,
meats.
that's not going
I'm here for the
to receive credit for the
meats.
things that you skip. You have to
Gotta
complete
get the
100% of the
meats.
course,
Alright.
and you have to have at least 3 of the certifications that we're trying to get you.
So if you guys watch the next video, what's going to happen is you're going to update your name. So we're going to give you about 5 minutes. Watch, so hit complete and go through the next training video. Watch how to update your name and update your name in the system.
Alright guys, I'm so thankful you guys are able to join us.
And you can just mute that on your end, Frank. We don't need it. That's for them to go through. Give them a couple minutes, let them update their name. We'll be moving forward. They'll have other chances to update their name. In every credential, you have the opportunity to do it.
Awesome, that's great to hear.
Yeah. And basically, all this is just walking you through how to do it and update your name. Basically, if you want your middle initial to go in there, you're just going to add your middle initial to your first name. Kind of like how Darren's doing. Please ensure that you're on a computer when attending this course. You don't have to be, but it's easier to go through and follow along with the instructor. But you guys can update your name right there, just like how Darren's doing it. I'm getting another box, Frank.
Sorry, I opened up
Where
the
did
chat.
we go?
Yeah. Oh, that's why. 'Cause it says,
See
okay.
how we here.
Guys, I need you guys to follow along. Just joining us. The challenge code is
about to be out of fucking. Here we go. Oh. I was about to cry. I thought I was about to be out of. I thought I was about to be out of arrows. Cause it. Ah, shit! She saw me. All right, it's okay. We'll take care of it. He probably, dumbass, probably coming right back to me. I went to the gym one day and now I gotta. I did not see him. Oh my god. Let's see. He's running around. Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep running. Get you. Mine. Alright. Bet. So we did it. Let's go. Even though we only got like a hide, it still doesn't matter. Like, we always need a hide. Let's see.
For those of you that are asking questions about what the video shows, it just shows you how to update your name. So that way, whenever you complete certifications, it shows the proper name that you have listed. That's what the steps in the video show. You're not enrolling in white belt, not doing that stuff. It's just showing you the process of how to get from the course to updating your name and your role.
So hunting. All right, we're still halfway. We got some fishing to do though.
As far as OSHA 30 hour goes, right? What the card looks like whenever you get it, mine's a little older, right? But it looks something like this. I don't know if y'all see it in full view, if it's blurry or not, but it looks something like this.
Okay. Nothing down. Oh, I got two coming this way. So I think I'm gonna do. I think he may be closer than that. Then I also risk like missing him. We only got 5 shots. This one's behind the rock. So. Ooh, perfect. Alright. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. We just need some more copper. So I don't think I could do this one from what I remember. And also we need to cross. Oh, there's a mushroom. Oh, there goes this damn bug I need. My fertilizer. Thank you. Alright. Here she is.
Alright. It's been a little bit. We're going to get
The
back
one thing I haven't seen in a minute is just maybe because I haven't actively tried
So we got another
would
minute
be
before
the little
something
chopper
like this.
choppers.
Do you guys still need
There's
another
a
minute?
couple
Are we
more.
all ready to proceed?
Oh shit, wrong one. Oh, I got only one anyway. Oh my god. What are you? Why are you not dying? Oh, this is the one from.
As far as I'm aware, the crew program is
There we
paid
go.
for or arranged
He's the one from the other
They don't
town.
necessarily pay for each of the same courses. They pay
Yeah, I
for
got
certain
more
courses.
hide from him.
So I don't know necessarily if that's
All right, let's see. Pretty girl. you go? Okay, yeah, you were making a save. Got her. All right.
All right.
So we're gonna go back
It
over
is
there.
about
If
like
there's
7,
any
almost
more
8
to
a.m.
come,
So we're gonna go ahead
I'm
and
not
start
gonna
continuing
really
through
fuck with them because of the fact that
as far
I
as
would have to
personal
consistently
goals.
chase them with the arrows that I now
I
have.
don't know if you need to use something else.
It's more fun,
Definitely
but we got goals and we have shit to do tonight.
I don't know what type of difference
So,
you guys
we got everything
We're gonna go
over
back over the
here
agenda
on
a little
this
bit.
side.
As of now, I already told you all today.
We're checking to see if I can get this copper, but I know maybe not. I just keep forgetting. Don't judge me. Yeah, can't do this. I could get maybe I wonder if I remained consistent on it and not move. There we go. I did get it. All right, perfect. Right? Can't get that, but I think ooh, the bluebird, the blue thing. Alright. This is like the easiest thing you can catch. The other shit, I don't know what's up with that. Alright, so being it over here. I felt like that was a different kind of stone, but it's not. It's just Alright, this is over here.
And then Friday we're going to talk about international
Lights.
occupational health and safety management.
Lights. It looks like a little
Standards.
town
We're going to review compliance for integration
area.
applications. We're going to do Q&As. Then we're going to do weekend completion instructions because this weekend we're going to have a lot longer hours.
That's weird. I thought I
On
could.
Saturdays,
That looked like
8
you
a.m.
could
to
go in
5
there,
p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
but I
And on
got
Sunday
denied.
is
It's not
exam
letting me
day.
go in
We
there.
will start.
All right. I thought it was somewhere we could go explore on another part of the map, but
It's definitely not going to be
I
able to do
guess
that.
not. So let's.
Alright, but you will get a full total of 30 instruction hours.
Okay. That's a no part of the map.
Alright,
No
On day
part of
6.
the map.
right? On the last day. The last day on
welcome.
Sunday, you'll get the exam
Hi.
These exams will have a 24-hour completion window.
Okay.
And you will have to check
No
your
water
email
puddles
and
to
announcements
fish.
for any updates.
And I don't want to
This
fish with
exam
almost
access
a
is time
full
limited, and it's per
bag.
individual.
So we're not gonna do anything too crazy. But like I said, I wanted to explore this part of the map. Oh,
We've been over
look,
this
a
time again.
mountain
Complete
dragon
the attendance
claw
roster.
fly.
Take the exam, then the card will be ordered. After I receive it, I do my audit and make sure that the names are spelled correctly. that I
Hey,
have my
wow, I
records for it,
finally
because
got a
OSHA
level
can
2
come and look
on
at
the
me and
bus.
make sure that I have your cards. Right? At that point, cards will be
Girl,
delivered to
oh my
you.
god.
It can take a while because
I'm over here
not only
dying.
does OSHA have to ship them to me, they also have to get shipped to you. So, the timeline can be anywhere from 2 weeks to 90 days.
He keep talking about the same thing.
With that being said, if you have not received your card, if it has
Girl,
lost
when I
its
tell you,
way,
he keep talking about the
or
same
let's say
thing.
you receive your card and you lose it because you lost your wallet or something like that, you can actually get one free replacement on the OSHA card portal. This is after you
Okay,
get your original
so
card
we're here.
and you register it on the OSHA card portal.
We're
and
gonna
it's there, and
explore
then
this
you
little
can order
island
replacements,
thing.
right? Which that costs money,
I think there's something
but you get one free replacement.
So now, let's see.
And that's not through Stars Global, that is through the OSHA card portal.
Damn, he
Alright.
stood there.
Now we're to the
He
nuts and
wanted me
bolts.
in his life.
Introduction to OSHA.
This one
Occupational
he tripping
Safety
out.
and Health Administration. Whenever I was in firefighting, there was two things that were taught:
Got him.
OSHA
Let's see real
enforces
quick
the law.
before I go.
NIOSH, right, the National Institute of
Oh,
Occupational
there's a
Safety and
mushroom.
Health. NIOSH creates.
I know if this was real
So you
life,
have your NIOSH company,
her
right,
needs would
which
have been
makes
good.
all the rules, and
Okay,
OSHA is your actual enforcement.
she over here like, oh yeah, I can walk it off. Girl,
All
bye.
right, what is OSHA? I'm actually going to play this audio clip so it can describe it. So be ready.
In your dreams.
OSHA stands for the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. OSHA is the
Wish
federal
you
agency
guys
responsible for
sound
helping
that good.
ensure safe and healthy working
I
conditions
probably did
for
once upon a
employees across
time.
the United States.
I probably had the
OSHA
knees of
does this by
steel.
setting workplace safety standards,
And now I'm a
enforcing those
brittle.
standards, conducting inspections, and providing
Ooh,
training,
another
education,
thing.
outreach,
This
and
is
assistance
good
to both employers
because
and
we
workers.
need this for
The goal of
forever.
OSHA is not just compliance. The goal is prevention. OSHA
Alright,
helps
let's see.
organizations identify hazards before injuries
Oh,
happen
let's do
and
it.
encourages workplaces to build a culture where safety is everyone's responsibility. In this course, we will focus on understanding OSHA's role, recognizing workplace hazards, and learning how both employees and employers can take action to
Damn,
create
my
safer
other
work
one
environments.
went through that.
Key message: OSHA
Oh,
helps
it's
protect
another
workers by creating
dragonfly.
standards, supporting training,
I don't know
and
what
holding
dragonflies
workplaces
do in
accountable
this
for
map,
safety.
but
All right, awesome. With that being said,
maybe it might be of
put it in the
importance.
chat. But I want someone to list a company that they've heard that has a
Oh, well, it
terrible
disappeared.
reputation when it comes to
I
safety.
tried. Ha!
Everyone put the same thing. Amazon, Walmart. Yeah.
I did
Usually
pretty
I've
good.
seen Walmart's are pretty good. I've actually worked inside of Walmart part time. I've seen their safety program. And they're actually pretty solid. At least the ones near me.
Oh, a
Home
cricket.
Depot,
I haven't caught one of these.
military, they don't know right down.
That didn't work.
Honestly, where I worked at before I got out was a VP.
Yo,
Right? For those of you that don't know, it means
Jimmy Cricket.
Volunteer Protection. Star site, OSHA comes and they do an inspection
Damn.
of your
Oh, it's a
safety program,
garden
and if it's stellar,
mantis.
they give you a flag that says VPP on
So
it.
how
and
many
you
am I
basically
supposed to
not only
throw
use
at
it
this
for
motherfucker, man?
to other safety departments,
Oh shit.
but it also like you're eligible to like just not be inspected for several years, and then whenever they do the inspection, they don't really do it for inspections anymore. So there's a lot of benefits to being a VPP site, but it's a lot of work.
Oh, that's the same one from earlier. Got him.
Amazon is one of the biggest ones.
Where'd you go?
Honestly, that's why they pay
I
so
lost
much.
her
Amazon pays
eye.
a lot for their safety professionals because they've had such a
Oh,
bad reputation for safety.
got it.
They go through an extensive interview process for it.
I'm getting
And
better at this.
that's
And
why
hunting.
they pay them so much, even like entry level positions.
Hunting's low key my shit. Alright. So nothing on this island. We did pretty good over here. Not so much fishing over
What's your
here,
OSHA?
which is cool.
I was OSHA created. In
Let's
1970,
see.
President Richard Nixon signed the
Nothing in
Occupational Safety
here.
and Health Act into law. OSHA was created
Oh,
because
what
many
is
Americans
this?
were being injured
Alright,
and
let's
ill
see. Let's
because of
check our
work.
inventory.
For OSHA, the United States did not have a unified national workplace health and safety
Let's go
program.
ahead
Safety
and
rules were
open
often
these.
inconsistent, and many workers had limited protection from workplace hazards. OSHA established federal standards, inspections, training, and employer
And
accountability to
then
improve worker safety.
I'm
OSHA
gonna.
officially began operating in
I don't
1971 to
understand the
ensure
purpose of
that
having treasure
ensure safe
chests.
and healthy working conditions for
You
its
can't
employees.
sell them. I'm good. I don't need
So,
them.
I will say this. Before OSHA was
Okay, I got a
made
Lotus.
into law, what protected
Lotus flower bomb. Fireflies. She take me high. You can give them to Tish. To whoever her.
whenever I enter
Oh, she'll take it?
so
Girl, it says you can't sell the shit, so that's why I just do that bitch away. I got a lot of them treasure chests. I'm gonna give it to
and
her.
then I had it was like
I have no desire to have something that I really can't use anymore. Because they're big as a storage thing. You know what I mean?
Yes, unions.
Oh shit,
Unions is the
I'm
correct
eating a
answer.
fucking
Unions were created to protect workers, as well as ensure job security, as well as everything. Thank you for as well as all the others you said before. Sorry, I didn't necessarily catch it. I was busy talking about Amazon. All right. Bomb hazards in 2025. Machine guarding. That is actually uncommon. I haven't seen that
Well, I
since
won't throw
2008.
away no more.
I didn't know it was in 2025.
But
because
if
I
I had to
keep
throw
focusing,
something away,
force over
that would be it.
this year. However,
But aren't you trying to talk to Shorty Loc
see
though?
number 2, number 3.
You trying to talk to Tish right on the game?
They're usually taught every year by a plant. The machine
You
guarding, I
said
guess they were
Tish and
what did they
Gina,
say?
right? Tina or Gina, whatever her fucking name is. The glasses girl. Okay, yeah. How's that go?
HASCOM, Hazardous Energy Control, HASCOM, a written program. If you have over 15 employees, you need a written program for your
OSHA.
that states what the
OSHA
hazard mitigation
created.
policies are. What is your health and safety policy? Right? If there is an exposure, what is your policy for that? It is
I'm already dating Tina. Working
information
for
training.
Tish.
Information
What?
training includes your SDS binder,
Bad mo.
as well
Bad
as
baby jabba
anytime
over
a
there.
new chemical is introduced into the workplace, such as a new SDS sheet, would need to be added.
Damn,
All
I'm telling
employees
you,
must
like,
be trained on said chemical, especially if they
I have been so lucky.
So that means you get some type of
Oh,
bleach.
get got him.
Check out about bleach.
Ooh, and I was close enough to alert the other one.
But if you get a, let's say, lubricant that you use for oiling machines, you're gonna check about that, especially your mechanics or people that operate the machinery.
Let's go.
Other
Damn.
things include hazardous energy control,
Ooh, I got him.
your respirator, respiratory protection program, your powered industrial trucks. That's the main thing. Not backing up
Got 'em.
correctly, driving with your forks tilted.
So how is it like? Do they like come to your house? Like how does that look like so far?
It was on Super Bowl Sunday,
They gave you access to their little house.
2016.
Ooh, some
Super Bowl
ore.
Sunday, Station Hall. We received a call of someone that got hit by an industrial port. It was actually pretty close to our apartment. When we responded there, the dude's arm was bent Z-shape
Yeah, that's
and
about
like
it.
he was messed up. I don't know how he got hit by industrial forklift in the middle of the work.
And you have to talk to. Does your like you risk like your relationship like
The
being
guy that was driving the forklift wasn't paying attention.
like? Do you have the option to break up with them
Even
or
though he was so messed up, his guts was all bruised, it was purple and swollen, which was bleeding. There was not a drop of blood outside of his body. What was around everywhere was a bunch of Skittles. Because he had one of his cargo pockets filled with one of those like 5-pound bags of Skittles, and whenever he got hit, it just like shot everywhere. I didn't understand what I was looking at. Eventually, we got him to we got him in an ambulance, got him to the hospital. He medically retired, but
All right, I think we did good. I don't know. I doubt
it was a weird situation.
it.
All right,
All right.
again,
Good.
HASCOM. We're back at HASCOM again. SDS, readily accessible. So not only can you get cited for your SDSs not being provided to the employees,
We're
which
good
is
here.
the 3 tab, which is information, you also have to have them readily accessible.
Blacksmith to
All
repair
employees
my
must know
shit.
what SDS binders are. If they don't, that's a problem. Hazardous energy control, periodic inspection,
That's
respirators.
for
Right, again, we're back at the respiratory protection program.
the
If
thing
you
is
use
that I need to
respirators,
make
that is
enough,
95
and
as
I
a
don't think I make
pressure
enough
SCBA, self-contained breathing apparatus.
to
Like,
have it on demand, and nor do I want to buy it. So I got
have to get an annual.
But I haven't been to the other side of the map
Not
where
have
I
an
kind of have my
annual test,
flow
and
or
you are for
like
some reason using one of
grabbing
those
shit.
devices in an IDLH environment,
So,
not only is that a fine on the program, that is illegal and you can be charged. So having that fit test is necessary. Medical services first aid. So with that, with OSHA and with safety, with being able to do first aid and all that stuff, if an incident
I
happens,
don't know the
let's
chopper
say,
choppers. I haven't seen the chopper choppers.
let's say
I've seen them, but I haven't fucked with them.
trip and I sprain first
you
aid
gotta
is
say.
technically whenever medical intervention is required, such as they're pumping fluids in you, you have to get an eye wash, you have to do a body flush for a hazardous material spill,
You got a
and
belt.
do more advanced stuff.
Very, very
Right.
quiet
So you
smoke
have to
level
get
now, like for blood buzz on a bistro.
such other things such as like, oh, I got a cut, I got a
If they
band-aid.
want fur for that, boy,
It's not
bye.
on your miss. It's still a mishap,
We'll buy it.
but it's not necessarily a first aid injury. Sometimes they would be taken care of relatively quickly.
That's all I could get.
Like from
I
outside.
can't get nothing else. The standard belt. Half for a
Alright,
chance to
that covers
daze
a lot of the
bugs
top
and it makes
hazards
you.
that were cited
Yeah, I
in
could tell.
2025. Let's go
That
ahead
shit
and
had
continue.
me pissed. I'm over there throwing these little
OSHA's
damn
four main
balls.
industry areas: general industry, construction,
And
maritime, and agriculture.
they
Each
just
of these
was
four
staring
areas
at
have
me.
their own cars.
Oh, I
They
can't
have their
get
own
caught.
cars.
Sorry.
Construction has their own 30-hour.
I was just
General
trying.
industry has their own 30-hour cars. Maritime has their own 30-hour cars.
Alright, my booze, he
Agriculture
ain't
has
here.
their own cars. Each of them are very fast and they are very different from each other. There are a lot of similarities, but the part of scaffolding in tab 1, which is general industry, it's only like a page and a half. Scaffolding for construction is like 13 pages.
Oh, this is the
It's
Saint
just a
City Hall.
vast
This is
amount
the
of
Maryland
information that's
State.
different. But it also goes into like, what are you there for? If I'm a safety
Alright.
manager for a construction site, I need to understand the construction standards,
Take care of them.
right? And construction standards is 29 CFR, whereas general industry mentions that.
Oh, that's what she.
Common workplace hazards. Alright, you got your physical, chemical, biological, ergonomic, and safety.
Right.
Out of these 5 hazards,
Forgetting that.
which one of these is considered
Welcome
a
back.
chronic hazard?
Back to it.
You're just gonna stand there.
Some of you's getting it right. Alright, so the correct answer is ergonomic. Right? Best way I can describe this: physical, you have a slip, trip, or fall. You're hurt in your distance. Chemical, you're breathing in fumes. You have a spill that
I only got
spilled on
20
you,
of these damn
and
coins.
it's burning your skin. You're in a
Alright,
garage with a
doesn't
car
matter.
on, and you're breathing
Still talking
carbon
about
monoxide, and you asphyxiate. That's a chemical reaction. Biological, bloodborne pathogens. You're treating someone who got cut.
magistrate's
You're
work
trying to
is
put a bandage
never
on them, you're
done.
trying to put a tourniquet on, and some of their blood has squirted and got in your eye. That's a biological.
So-
Come
hazard.
speak to me again.
Ergonomic,
after you've
that's
done.
sitting
Her,
down years on end,
Finally,
filling out paperwork
someone nice to talk
at a
to.
dead-end job.
You're asking about this.
Poor
Sir, I don't know where you're
posture. Maybe your chair doesn't have that lumbar support.
I
You're
should
sitting
look
there,
for
you're
you.
typing away,
Come
you're
back.
typing,
If
typing,
you
typing,
had a
typing,
sandwich
typing,
and you left
and
this,
now your fingers are all crooked,
you
messed
might as
up.
well. So you know, right? You know the story about her. Supposedly, that's what I heard through the grapevine, that she's not allowed to date nobody. That's not.
I got a standing desk.
She can't date nobody outside.
grab
to
right here, you yank them off. No,
you'll get more
you're
spurs
getting
if
all
it's
that
worth it. All right, good.
crap on your arm. No, you want to grab the base of the
Large
glove,
backpack.
not necessarily touching the skin, and you're gonna pull it up. And while it's halfway inside out like this, it's still in your hand. You use it, and you grab the other hand
Okay.
as such,
That's
and you
what
pull
it
it off. At that point, both gloves are inside out.
I know that's not what it said in words, but I know that's what it
Hazardous
said.
material
Wow,
inside,
very
and
tight.
you just
Shit.
toss it in the bin.
How can I
Bin
be
would be
service?
a biohazard container,
Like commission.
trash can.
I don't know what the fuck that means. Are you okay? I'm sorry. I'm
So
so
my work,
talking.
probably a proper container.
Beautiful state. Would you ever find yourself
Alright, worker rights. Well, it's an audio play for this one, but as a worker, even in the military, we've got some rights. Not all.
Workers have important rights when it comes to workplace safety. OSHA helps ensure that employees are not only protected on the job, but also informed, trained, and empowered to speak up when something is unsafe. Every worker has the right to a safe workplace. That means employers must take reasonable steps to identify hazards, provide proper training, and maintain working conditions that reduce the risk of injury or illness.
Okay.
Workers also have the right
That
to
played
report
out
hazards,
perfectly.
injuries,
Alright,
and
nobody's
safety
gonna-
concerns without fear of retaliation.
It's me.
Speaking up about
She's
safety is
back.
not complaining.
Hey,
It is
boo.
protecting yourself,
are you?
the team, and the organization. Employees also have the right to request an OSHA inspection when they believe unsafe conditions exist. This helps ensure accountability and gives workers a formal process to address serious concerns. Key message.
Oh,
A strong
girl,
safety
thank you for
culture
the
protects
love. I
workers by
appreciate
making
it.
sure everyone has the right to
How was
learn,
your day
report,
today?
ask questions, and speak up without fear.
Girl, good. I went to the gym today and I got my ass kicked, which was great. It felt
This
amazing.
happens a lot.
But which was great. It felt
This
amazing.
happens a lot.
But honey, I'm
But
telling you,
where do
I
you
am
think a majority
tired.
of safety complaints come from?
Tired. So
In
tired.
almost any type of field.
So sleepy.
Good to see you again.
I had to open today at work at 6, so I had to be up at like 4, and I went to sleep mad late because I went to go watch. I was watching
Yeah, the workers. But I will say
what's
this,
the name of this damn
a
show?
majority of them actually come from workers. who
House
are
of
on
Dragons.
fire.
So
I'll
I
see you
am
around.
hurting. I'm sorry.
They'll do it as like a last get back, right? Like
All right,
something was
let's see what
unsafe
Boo
for months, and they knew about it,
$200
they just didn't
fish
care 'cause it
taco
doesn't necessarily
snap.
affect them.
Wait,
But now that they're getting
I
fired,
really want to
they're
just
like,
go
oh,
ahead and get this steak now.
yeah, no,
But
they're unsafe over there. They need
all
to
right,
be
nothing
inspected.
to report over here with him.
They,
All right,
it happens
went
a
to
lot.
come kind
In
of
fact,
scary by.
it is actually illegal if you point out a safety.
Yeah, I had it
issue while
open,
you're at work.
so when I
And they
opened,
fire
I
you
had to be
because
at
of it.
work
They-
earlier,
you can
so
sue.
it was rather rough day.
That is a
Rather
lawsuit.
rough.
That is like the textbook definition of brutality. There will be.
Oh shit, he over here.
All right. Continue on.
Yeah, I was so tired. I'm so tired, and then I'm in this class. I don't know why I did this to myself,
The employer
but I
is
signed up for a
providing
class,
workplace that is free from serious recognized hazards.
and I think it goes out
They have to
until
follow
10.
OSHA
So
standards that
I'm
apply.
like,
They have to train employees in a language and manner to be understood. They have to
I'm
provide the required
crying.
PPE at no
So
cost.
I'm multitasking. So
They
if
have
you
to
hear like
keep
little
accurate
voices in the
records
background, is a
required.
class
They have
playing
to
in the
use
background.
required OSHA information and avoid retaliation.
great
And I already talked about the retaliation piece. There is a list of PPE that needs to be provided per task in the 1910. So in the 29 CFR 1910, whenever it goes to like the hand protection section, there like it will say if they have to deal with this,
So
this, and
I
this.
am hurting.
Same thing with hearing protection.
I'm telling
If a worker is exposed to over 84 decibels over
I
a measured
am
period of 8
tired.
hours per the day,
All right,
the
so
employer is
let's
required
buy
to
this.
provide hearing
We got a
protection
new
as
can,
well
so
as
we can finally do
manage
that.
and perform
I'm not
a
buying
hearing
another
conservation
soil though.
program
This is
for
what I
their
really want.
employees.
I need this so I can be great.
Oh, I see you're hailing it a day
So
for now.
there are certain things where the employer
How was your
can
day?
charge
What did you end up doing
for
today?
PPE, right? Things that aren't necessarily required, but they can also do this.
Let's go home.
They do this in the military. You get
Ooh,
issued
I'm
equipment.
so hungry.
They
And
give
I
you the
already
equipment,
ate my
and they're
dinner
like,
meal
"Hey,
prep, but I'm
you're getting
hungry
this
again.
one
I am working, cleaning, and boring stuff.
because
Being an adult, I
your husband or
understand.
your buddies,
I was an adult
for whatever
also.
reason, want to stress for
You know,
and for some
right
reason,
now
you are very
I
important
asked Iron
as
Woman
well.
earlier,
The
like, what
danger
does
of
she
your
want to do
life,
when she grows
and now
up?
it
And
makes
I don't know.
make you
I've been thinking about that.
the same principle
No,
applies to
shh.
like in that principle. If you issue a piece of equipment,
I still haven't
breaks
decided what I
easily,
want to be when I grow
but
up.
there's no normal wear and tear, and it's seen as negligence, you can be held accountable to pay for the replacement. But initial PPP is meant to be provided. Imagine a fire department, but they're like, oh yeah, no, we're not gonna give you an air pack, we're not gonna give you gear, you have to buy that yourself. We're not crazy like that. Alright. General duty clause. Employers must provide a workplace that is free from recognized hazards. Workplace, they have a workplace safety message.
And I'm trying
They
my
require
best, but
employers to
I
keep
don't think
the
I'm gonna
workplace
make it
free
to
from
this
recognized
class.
hazards, and they apply.
The good thing is that
neutralize
like
any hazard can cause death or serious
all the tests are not until the end of the week, which is cool, but fudge, dude.
Some of the general things that you'll see, especially in working places, some of the most common injuries that actually happen on site, slip strips and falls. Slip strips and falls make up over 70% of injuries on the motorcycle.
And I could do a little snap.
Horseplay
You know,
makes up
little.
10%. Very,
Girl,
very
I
smash.
am officially in the struggle bus.
That's why I always proceed.
I am legit a
Sadly, that's the truth.
what I like to call it. I like to call it that I am officially my life is
Alright,
officially in
we're going to
shambles.
talk about a little case study real quick from McLean Industries. I'm going to play this recording. It's going to talk about what happened, why it was allowed to continue, leadership and management issues,
I have
and
officially
we'll talk about a little bit of class discussion. I'll ask for a group
been
discussion
like,
in the chat, but we're not going to sit
just so
here
tired.
too long.
So if my energy goes down, you guys, I need y'all help.
McQueen Industries became a well-known
'Cause I
workplace
still
safety
got
case study because of public
2.5
reporting and
hours
the
of
PBS
class.
Frontline documentary.
And the one
Dangerous
thing
business
that
raised
has been
serious
helping me
concerns
in
about worker
like
deaths,
living
injuries, and unsafe
Bunker.
conditions in several
I am
facilities. This case helps us
very
examine what can happen when production
struggling.
pressure, cost concerns, and economic dependence begin to outweigh safety. One of the major issues raised was that local communities and leaders feared the loss of hundreds of jobs if operations were shut down. That economic pressure created an environment where unsafe practices were allowed to continue longer than they should have. The case also highlights the role of leadership and management. When managers are focused heavily on output, deadlines, and keeping a plant running, safety warnings can be minimized, overlooked, or ignored. That creates a dangerous culture where workers may feel pressured to accept risk rather than stop work and correct hazards. The key lesson is that safety must remain a core value, not a temporary priority. If safety only
Oh
matters
my
when it is
God.
convenient,
I
workers
wanna
are
take
placed at
something
risk.
for granted.
Strong leaders create systems where hazards are addressed immediately.
Take it
Accountability is clear, and no production goal is more important than protecting people.
on the line.
This case should push us to think about an important question. What should leaders do when profit, jobs, and safety come into conflict?
Good thing
answer in
is
any
I
strong
don't
safety
have to go
culture
to
is
work
clear.
tomorrow, but I have enough
Protect the worker first.
Alright, awesome. So now, I will say this. These companies always do what's right to protect the workers. No. No, they don't.
I still
A
get
lot of
out
times, it all comes down to a cost-benefit analysis, whether it comes to implementing new programs and procedures, right? Is it worth implementing a radiation protection program for a McDonald's just built? Not really. There's like pretty much no reason why they be exposed to any type of radiation like that unless someone brings it to you. But that's not likely to happen. Nothing's ever 100% though. Could happen. I don't know. I was in Hawaii whenever that missile message came on. I was in dispatch. I got a lot of calls about people panicking.
Why is that doing that?
All right. Employee responsibilities. Right. You are a employee unless you have a job. that's exactly what they'll do. You have to ensure that you're using PPE correctly. You have to make sure the PPE is current and actually applicable, right? PPE sometimes has lifelines, such as like firefighter gear. It's only good for 10 years. After it's past its manufacture date of 10 years, it typically has to be replaced. It also has to get tested annually. There's a whole thing about it. Be aware of hazards. Be alert. Have situational awareness. Any degree of situational awareness can help save someone, include yourself. Being able to
And what doesn't
look
help
into
is
and
my
understand
music
if
on
there's
lo-fi
something
beats.
or retaliation
It
like
is
that,
making me
that is
so much more sleepy.
that is one thing.
Oh my god.
All right. Work safely and look out for others and participate in training.
We're
Sitting here and
empty.
doing training and just sitting here going to the motion. Yes, everyone can do it. I've done it before. And you'll get whatever it is that you're seeking.
Okay,
But it doesn't necessarily add a lot. Being able to participate in training
boom.
and bring your own real
Alright.
life experiences to it is what
So
will help
let's drop
others
off
be able to recognize hazards in the
weeds.
future. Build that critical thinking that everyone needs to be able to develop as an adult.
Weeds.
All right. Key takeaway.
Let's see if we can
You
get
play a
some
critical role in safety.
fertilizer.
Everyone does. Everyone's a safety officer. Follow the rules. Use your
We got a
PPE.
lot of
And stay alert to
fertilizer.
multiple concerns. Fun fact, PPE is the last control
Harvest
measure
boost.
that is implemented. There is a whole slew of control measures that are implemented before PPE. It's not the instantaneous one. First is elimination. You eliminate whatever the hazard is. If you can't eliminate it, you work around it. Right? That's an administrative control that is put around it. Right? Like let's say there's a hole, but we can't eliminate it because we don't have asphalt to fill the hole. What do you do next? You cordon it off. You put a fence around it. You put a cone over it. You notify people about it. You do things to prevent people from being able to step in. Like there's a whole slew of things that you do before you do PPE. When do you report to OSHA? You report a work-related fatality within 8 hours. If there is a fatality anytime in a workplace, it's almost like in the Marine Corps we called it a flash report. Anytime there was a serious injury or there was a fatality or anything like that, an instant report would get sent out to not only the commanding officer, but sent out to the safety director. So that way they can report it. It would go into what's called an OSHA 300 log, which is a record of employee fatalities and injuries throughout basically an annual basis. All that guys is like just supposed to develop these policies to prevent things like that from happening. In fact, it's actually what led to the creation of the motorcycle safety program in a lot of armed forces. Is that type of reporting. Obviously, a fatality is a Class A incident. It's the highest type of incident. It is the loss of human life for over $2 million in property damage.
My
A
butt.
amputation, if it's a partial amputation or a hand or a leg, like just one, it's a Class B incident. If it's both hands or both legs, it's classified as a Class A. It's permanent disability at that point. Loss of an eye. If you lose one eye but you can still see, it's technically Class B. If you lose both, it's Class A. There's a lot of specifics. But that's not necessarily. That's just a little fun facts. All right, whistleblowers.
Whistleblower protection means workers have the right to speak up about unsafe or unhealthy working conditions without fear of punishment. OSHA protects workers who report hazards, report injuries or illnesses, file an OSHA complaint, participate in an OSHA inspection, or ask for safety information and training. Retaliation is illegal. An employer may not fire, demote, threaten, harass, reduce hours, transfer, discipline, or intimidate a worker because they raised a safety concern or used their OSHA rights. Speaking up about safety is a protected activity, and it helps prevent injuries before they happen. Workers should also understand that timing matters. Under the OSH Act, workers generally must file a whistleblower complaint within 30 days of the retaliation. OSHA also enforces whistleblower protections under more than 20 federal laws, and filing deadlines may vary depending on the law involved. Key message: workers should be able to raise safety concerns without fear of punishment. A strong safety culture protects people who speak up, because reporting hazards can save lives.
I'm not gonna do any main store.
All right, awesome. specific loss of vision, right? But you gotta also think about the side effects that come with loss of vision, right? Like, oh my god,
Hey,
I
bro,
lost
can
my
you
vision, can't really
request
see as
a
well,
ramen
and now it's causing
so
me
I could
anxiety.
finish this one?
That's a whole other
And
part.
I'll give you my little ramen bowl.
But
I got enough
working for
eggs to
Boeing,
support this.
I think it was 2024 where a lot of those whistleblowers like disappeared, dying, all that crazy. I'm not saying like hey, go perfect, but shit. Put it in your chance. I'm not gonna say there ain't repercussions. The amount of microwave all right, OSHA covers examples. Determine whether each worker is covered under the OSHA Act of 1970. Anna Wilson, who is a public school teacher at Apple Valley Elementary School, she public school employees are generally public sector workers. Federal OSHA does not directly cover most state and local government employees.
Yay, thank
unless
you.
the state has an OSHA-approved state plan that covers public employees.
I was like, let me
OSHA has
get
its
this
federal
thing request out of
regulations
my hair.
that covers the federal part. There's a lot of things that
Cause
states
it's
like.
so dumb.
The best way I can say it is like,
Like,
who's ever heard the saying?
no,
You
my
can make
server.
standards stricter, but you can't take them back.
I got full bars
You
right
can't
now
make them
too.
stricter. There is a base standard. And
Oh
states
my
can
god,
increase
you
the
got
standard
kicked out of the
whether
server.
it's an occupational health.
And you know what? You know what's really crazy? I got kicked out of the
So that's
server.
why I said
It asked me too if I
because
wanted
there
to
might
jump
be a
servers
statement
because there was
in a
nobody in
plan
it.
that
Because
might
everybody
be
left.
restricted.
I'm like, I don't need a bunch of people on my server. If I got my people, like the people I play
Mining
with, I'm
itself
good.
is usually covered over
But I
the
don't
line
need
safety
like
administration
85,000
of
people
OSHA.
on the server.
It's a
And
whole
especially the
separate
one thing I've
they got
noticed
the
is
whole,
like the ones that
it's a
have
very
the
high
like
position. They got the whole separate.
far out shit. They got like all
They have
this
some
stuff.
requirements for it when it comes to storing.
Blazing
In fact, one of the
glory.
positions I interviewed for, I actually got interviewed for a place out there in Pittsburgh for a tunneling safety manager position. Basically, I would go around the site and make sure that the shooting was correct the way that
Oh, I
I would
think
conduct
one.
safety training on the workers there. I don't know jack about it.
And the lie detector determined that was
I
a
got
lie.
my that's about it. That's all they're getting
Yes,
from
it
me.
was.
But I'll show up and say, hey, be safe.
Fuck.
I'll learn their policies and procedures because everyone has
And
their
I
own
got
policies and procedures.
So I think what I'm gonna do. Let's get out of here. I have enough.
All right, safety mindset.
I did good
What can hurt me?
things.
Like being able to have these situational awareness is essential. Being able to understand what can hurt you,
I
what can hurt
think
someone else, what can go wrong,
I'm gonna
what
go
procedure
along the
applies,
water line.
is there
and
PPE that is
next time.
required, what type of PPE is required, different types of gloves.
I'm not gonna kill any deer.
What should I do if something
But if I see
changes?
some chopper
Who should I
chopper,
notify if I see a hazard? I gotta
my
use that
chopper.
OODA loop. And it was made by,
They're gonna go.
by Air Force people. Can't remember his name. Right, but I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
I'm
officer.
good on fertilizer. I did buy the bag for storage, so let me mark complete. I did request some seeds and upgrade a branch. And I could say officially that I have reviewed and gone through every part of
I
that,
heard of PDCA.
of this one. So I'm really proud of myself.
So
I didn't really play in here too much,
you know, I come
the
from a lean
Manji's
background. So
Hollow,
when they adopted OODA
but I
military,
think
it
I've
was
done
built off
everything
of that new
else.
Check Act that
Oh.
somebody did an OODA. And so
I've heard
somebody
that.
came in there, yeah. So it
Keisha.
originally started from Edward Deming, who was the
Oh, the girl's here. Oh yeah.
He did a lot of like industrial engineering and helping companies.
See her.
He's considered like kind of like this way when it comes to
Grandfather.
yeah. I had an instructor for Edward Deming back in the 90s that I trained under. And Edward Deming passed away in 93. So when I learned directly from someone that learned from what slide is this? Oh, is this the has OSHA been effective?
She can be my
Yeah.
best friend.
Yes, it is.
Hey, have you ever had anything to do with brown lung disease, by the way? Have you ever had any?
No.
Because it's pretty much essentially been eliminated since OSHA took place, right?
Yeah, no, like it's a lot of things have been implemented that have basically minimized it into a negligible amount. Um, like I was saying earlier, the best way I can describe OSHA is like if you've heard of
Louisa.
lessons learned, OSHA is
It
like
looked
lessons
like
learned
her and the
on like
librarian looked
levels,
like sisters.
right?
And you know what could be funny is
So
I
this is a very back whenever unions started to be formed, it was very common for management to lock the company doors from the outside of the building to prevent protesters from entering the place of business.
There was a chicken plant that was not too far from here. They did that. They used to lock the workers inside, and because they were afraid that they would go out and steal chickens and put them in their car,
they
so they
look
would
like
lock all the
sisters.
workers in. This is probably like late 90s, but the whole plant burned down. That the manager is still sitting in jail 30 years later.
Yeah, no, that's actually one of the reasons why OSHA was actually pushed forward. Because actually in the early 1900s, there was a shirt factory in New York. It was the Triangle Shirt Factory. For anyone who wants to
Oh,
look it
these
up.
are actual books.
There was union protests outside, and the management had decided to lock the doors from the outside to prevent the protesters from going in. At least that's what they said before.
Can I steal the screen real fast so I can show you guys this? So, the chicken workers in North Carolina got. I mean, I'm not trying to laugh at this. It's crazy that like management allowed this to happen, right?
Headache.
I mean, you're thinking like this is 1994, right? I think
I'm not
25
gonna take
people
my
were
medication.
killed, 40. There were a lot more people, but like the repercussions of that, like there were. So this is a small little town, right? Both parents worked at that plant, so almost 15, 16 children became employees.
Look up the Triangle Shirt Factory.
What is it? Triangle Shirt Factory?
Yeah, it was in New York. But basically, it caught
Oh, I
fire
haven't
because they were doing a bunch of textile work in there, and
Is this one in 1911?
yes,
Yeah.
and it burned so fast, and it was a small building.
Within half an hour, the fire was over, and 146 of the 500
I
workers
just
died.
left you.
Yep, they locked the doors from the inside.
Ain't that the
and
worst?
young
Like,
women were jumping
you just
out of the
left
top
them,
floors and just
and
splattered
you're like,
into the building.
okay,
Isn't that crazy,
and then
guys?
you leave, and then there's a
There's like
magical
recordings, like black and white recordings.
request.
There's like
to
recordings,
the
and pictures, and all
presence.
types of stuff.
Hey, can
But
talk
things
to
like
me?
this were happening on a very average basis. That's why OSHA was created. That happened in 1911. OSHA wasn't passed until 1970. We still had about two world wars to go.
Well, you know, I talked about McQueen, right? We did that case study earlier with McQueen Industries. You know, this is 2000. Workers had to raise their hand to go to the bathroom. And what management would do, I can't remember if they talked about it in the case study, but you would have worker comp. You guys know how like worker
Did you
compensation
read it,
programs
and
work,
did you
like, where
learn
they're,
something?
you know, you get
I
injured
really
on the
do
job,
want
that
to say
job's supposed
maybe
take
you
care of
should read it again.
Right? Well, what McQueen Industries would do is they would send the people that got hurt to certain doctors that were on their payroll, and the doctors would be like, "Oh, this is a workplace
She
injury.
is
This
so
didn't happen."
rude.
So like,
She's
there would
rude.
be
The
people
other
that didn't
dude
have
is rude.
arms, or they had
They're all
arms,
rude.
but then they didn't
And
have
then
arms.
looking at me like,
And basically,
why? Are
throughout
you
the
this
years,
way?
they killed several people, and they were only brought up beyond. They were only charges were only brought because of environmental issues. They never got charged.
I wanted to work on.
Some of those people did, though. I think there was like a couple managers that did. But they have a really cool documentary on PBS. It's called McLean, A Dangerous Business. Guys, check it out. It's very neat. You start to
because of things like sugar factories, sawmills,
Robot.
regular food companies, anything that basically has to do with fine powder. Right? The reason for that is because powder would accumulate on the grafters on the things up top, and they would go up into the ceiling. And one spark could cause it to trip. Like you'd always hear about a sugar factory or a cupcake factory in Texas blowing up because their HVAC system wasn't working properly or it wasn't clean because they were having an accumulation of fine dust particles, which caused a spontaneous explosion once it introduced to a fire.
When we get to the fire and emergency, whatever that module is, I'll come back and I'll tell the story about I worked with Grady White Boats and I was training him to do fire extinguisher training because I got called in there because their
There we
forklift
go.
truck,
Done.
while driving, sparked some of the lacquer or whatever.
That
It just
was-
caught it on fire. Instead of using the fire extinguisher, he let the damn plant burn down and walked off. So I got called in a couple weeks afterwards. They shut down that side of the plant and they went through
a
and
whalebone.
revamped that whole thing and redid it. But that one employee he was trained on, he just left. Right. So
He wants five
we'll talk about that
ginger,
during fire extinguisher.
some berries,
Zach,
and
since it's coming up on our 2 hour mark, I'd like to sit here and take
I
a 10
think
minute
I
break.
have all of
Yeah,
that.
let's do that. I'll let you kick back off afterwards. I'm gonna step out. But
Alright.
I've been listening to the lecture. You're doing a good job. Isn't Frank doing a good job, guys? I think he's a great
Open
instructor.
the
I'm glad you're here.
Thank you. And again, thank you for having me. Just letting you all know, the requirement that I have to follow is every 2 hours of instruction, I have to do at least a 10-minute break. So I'm not doing it because
It's quiet
I'm
here.
tired or you're tired. It is a legal
So
requirement.
we're gonna go.
Alright. I will be back at 8:09 my time. So 10 minutes. In the meantime, go to the bathroom, get yourself something to drink, anything like that. And hey, this is the time to network with each other. Send your LinkedIn's, network with each other. Look me up on LinkedIn. I'll accept everyone. I ain't picky. Alright, see y'all at 8:09.
I'm gonna ask real quick on this diet. Am I able to am I able to bitch, I'm over the water. I don't drink coffee. Protein hot foods. Air fried tomatoes, girl. Yeah. Oh, let me grab my BC powder real quick, you guys, for my migraines. Hold on. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm gonna put. I forget which. Oh, it's this one. From that space. Girl, I'm still stuck that you said you never watched or heard. I know I also have a headache because I didn't get that much good sleep. So I'm not very You know who I've fell in love with in the most recent time is I'm gonna say Temps. Is that how you say her name? She is so gorgeous and so beautiful. I thought she was like Megan Thee Stallion tall. Yeah, she's gorgeous, dude. I saw her, dude. She is gorgeous and luscious. I just took my quick all right, y'all, I'm back alive. Let me grab me. I'm just happy I got plantain chips. I don't care what nobody pay. Oh my
All right, hey, as we're all starting to get
girl.
back,
Have you ever
just
had
some things I'd like to
plantain
point out
chips?
because I like sharing resources to the community, right? The veteran and military community. Some resources that I would suggest that y'all look into. LinkedIn Premium. Being a veteran, you can get it free for a year. Chat GPT.
All right.
You can get Chat GPT Plus free for a year as a veteran. Right? There's a lot of
This is all
organizations out
material.
there that do stuff for free
I'm
for
gonna head up
veterans.
here
The O2O Foundation, they pay for
and
the
we'll come
certification
down.
test as well as course
Come
access,
through the coat,
right? For one
hit that
certification.
area,
You could even
go
do, I'm
through the
pretty sure you
garden,
can do CSP through it.
and I'm gonna stop
There's a lot of
at
resources
the
out there.
mayor's estate. Whatever I get
I
from
believe
there,
it's just for veterans in
copper or
general if
whatever,
you haven't renewed it yet.
I'm gonna return to the house plot,
I
and
didn't
then
see
when I
anything that
empty out my
specifically
bag,
said newly separated.
we headed to the bay.
Alright,
I
I've
think
been
that's a
sitting.
reasonable.
Come on, turn my TV off. I'm sitting this time.
And I'm gonna open this package up. I think that's decent. I really want to find this man's stupid ass.
The next safety summit hasn't been scheduled yet. As
He said
far
that you
as
left it in the shade near flowers and the waterfall.
LinkedIn, I don't think that they discontinued the year thing. I saw it recently.
You're like, you don't deserve it.
Might be wrong. I would also check X Now Education. But as we're all sitting here, I'm going about 38 in 2023. We're sitting at about 15. So we're doing almost. So I would say we're doing almost double as effective. However, you got to think about how many workers there are in the workforce today versus back in 1970. We have a lot more people working now than we did back then. Injuries and illness, a lot less. That's in the millions per 100 workers. So, like, is a lot less. Fatal work injuries in 2023, about 5,000. Still, compared to what it used to be, significantly less. In your own words, what do y'all think actually made the difference in basically minimizing
I think
deaths
made the
and
game
injuries
so
that happen?
much
What do
better
you think
for us.
actually
I can't lie.
helped
Maybe it's
out
the
of everything that we did? Yeah. Oh, lawsuits. There you go. Hey, that's what I'd say. People care about money. Money speaks, right? And there again, it goes back to that cost-benefit analysis and that risk management, right? But as well as the legal aspect, the awareness itself, being able to the education piece, right? Like if you tell a kid not to stick the fork in the socket, they're probably still not good. But if you show them what happens whenever a fork is stuck in the socket, they probably think twice. I'm not saying they still ain't gonna do it sometimes, they're just trying to learn the hard way. But you should try to, minimize that hazard. Alright. I'm going to play this audio, so if you play all this information out for you, then we'll continue on.
Before starting the Module 1 quiz, take a moment to review the major ideas covered in this introduction to OSHA. You should understand why OSHA was created, the basic history behind workplace safety protections, and how OSHA helps establish national standards to protect workers. You should also be familiar with worker rights, including the right to a safe workplace, the right to receive safety information and training, and the right to report hazards or injuries without retaliation. This quiz will also review employer responsibilities, common workplace hazards, and the importance of reporting unsafe conditions before they become incidents. Read each question carefully and choose the best answer. The goal is not just to pass the quiz. The goal is to understand how OSHA supports safer workplaces and how you can apply safety awareness on the job. Key message: safety is everyone's responsibility. A trained worker can recognize hazards, prevent incidents, and help build a stronger workplace.
Alright, awesome. Now, as we're coming to the end of this this module or this part, go ahead and take your quiz. I'm going to go ahead and give you a minute per question, so it's going to be about 10 minutes, and then we'll continue on. So, at 8, actually, I'll give you 11 minutes, right? At 8:25, we will continue on.
Let's go ahead and walk them through it. That way, in case there's some that might straggle, that way they can keep up with us.
Okay, we'll do one after that. Okay, so let me see in the chat. What is the answer to question 1? Alright, I'm seeing some answers already. Everyone thinking the same thing? Oh yeah, we're seeing a lot of it. Alright, let's see it. Boom, there you go. I'd be a little worried if you didn't know what that meant. I ain't gonna lie. Alright, why was OSHA created? What y'all thinking? I've seen a lot of it. Too easy. Alright. Which of the following is a worker right under OSHA? Choose which of the following. Oh, I'm getting mixed answers now. B, C, or B? Where do you see a V at? Alright, I see a lot of B's. Oh, there's a C. You sure, Jamil? Alright. Let me pick B. Alright, awesome. Question 4. Which action is an employer responsibility under OSHA? Y'all sure it ain't discouraging employees from reporting hazards? Won't they do that in the military sometimes? going. What is the first step in building a safety mindset before starting a task? It's too easy. You guys got it. Two more questions. According to the module, what should a worker do if they see a hazard? Fantastic. Question 9. What does the OSHA effectiveness data suggest? A lot of B's. It better be right. There it is. Last question. What is the main message of Module 1, Introduction to OSHA?
I forgot that I didn't play.
I see what you did there. All right, great job, everyone. Fantastic. We'll continue on to the next step. We're going over the 29 CFR 1910. This is the general overview of the general industry safety standards. All right. So as I said previously, 29 CFR 1910 is a book that basically covers general industry safety standards. It has a bunch of different subparts in it that include a bunch of different sections, and we're going to go over a few of those throughout this course. We're also going to go over a general overview of it, but basically it includes all types of workers' rights.
One place.
All right.
Then there's a part B.
First, we're going to talk about subpart D. We're going to go over this tomorrow. Quality working services. Its purpose is to prevent slips, trips, and falls with requirements of boards, stairs, ladders, and fall protection. Fun fact: a lot of European countries actually do not have standards for stairways. So when I say that, I mean the height of each stair. In the United States, in businesses, each step is required to match a specific height that is like within a certain regulation compared to the previous step. In the United Kingdom, I know for a fact that is not the case. Sometimes I've even seen people, they are so busy looking at the stairs, like looking down the stairs and the steps that within the trip, that they actually hit their head on things like people, objects, things like that. They're trying to focus too hard looking down. Alright, means of egress, right? That basically means like, I need to get out.
See how this plays
I need to get out. Fire exit, emergency planning. Is there an earthquake? Is there something I need to do? Things like that. Subpart G, occupational health and environmental control. Having an occupational health program to control ventilation, noise, and exposures to and as well as radiation. PPE, or personal protective equipment. Your last line of defense establishes guidelines for selecting and using eye, face, head, and respiratory protection. Subpart L, fire protection. Outlines the requirements for fire extinguishers, fire brigades, and fixed extinguisher systems. Does anyone know the NFPA requirement for fire extinguishers? Alright, I don't see nothing in the chat, I'll just tell you. NFPA 10. NFPA 10 is your standard for selection, maintenance, and care of a fire extinguisher, a portable fire extinguisher. It can be anything from a 10-pound extinguisher all the way up to a 150-pound extinguisher. Subpart Z, your toxic and hazardous substances. Alright, that completes the general overview for that. OSHA penalties. Sorry, I misspoke earlier. I said 45,000. I think I was just looking at the 45,001. But the maximum penalty per type of like incident, right, per like citation is 16,550. However, it does increase each year. Whenever I took my OSHA 30 hour, it used to only be 14,000.
When I first did this, other than serious, used to be like 10,000, 11,000. And you can see in like 6 years, because companies are getting serious about it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you guys got to think like, you know, $16,000 might be a lot of money to one person, but to a company, sometimes like McLean Industries, they'd rather just pay the fine than fix the process, and then finally they got it done. But OSHA they give you a date to fix it, but you don't do it. And this is the thing that adds up is per day per violation. So if there's multiple violations, you can be at 100K per day. Easy. You don't fix it.
Fun fact: one of Jeff Bezos' mansions, I think it's the one in California, has a hedge fence that is cited as too tall, and he doesn't want to get rid of the fence, so he eats the cost of that failure to abate per day. Another thing, another thing that they that kind of goes into this is who's ever heard of the Teflon documentary? Up in, I think it was in Pennsylvania, where they like just let all their waste go into the lakes.
What's that?
That was a documentary over a company that used Teflon for like all their cooking appliances and stuff, and they let their waste run off of the local water supply, and it created a Superfund site, which is like an ecological disaster site. Well, they were cited, and they were making so much money from what they were creating and shipping out that they were taking the penalty per day as just eating the cost because it wasn't really doing anything.
I remember the doc. I put that. You were talking about Wilmington's battle with Gen X, a dangerous Teflon chemical.
I think so.
Yeah, I just put it in the chat so they have that case study.
Awesome. Alright, does anyone else have any other examples where they can think of like this? Yes, DuPont, the devil we know. That's the one I'm talking about also. I believe that documentary is on Netflix. Little thing for you all to know also. Superfund sites, which are ecological disaster zones that are labeled by the federal government, are public access knowledge. You can literally look up Superfund sites that are located in the United States on Google. Just search Superfund sites USA. You'll be able to go to the website, you'll be able to see all the disaster zones that have been given as Superfund, and it'll say what chemical was spilled there, what the hazard is, and you can even look at the communities near those Superfund sites to see the common rates of disabilities that infants are born with, as well as other health issues that commonly develop. So you can do research into finding out where you want to build your home at. Maybe you want to build it in a radiation dead zone. Alright, inspection initiation. How do OSHA inspections begin? OSHA inspections can start in several different ways. There can be a complaint, whether it's from an employee or former employee or representative that files a complaint. Again, I've often seen former employees kind of like submit complaints of like the last screw you for like 500 people. Referrals, other agencies, whenever like a third party agency comes in and they see something, sometimes they won't even talk about it, they'll just submit a complaint. You know, some people they're not about, you know, raising awareness on the moment. They're more around the, like, I'm just gonna report it because I don't care. Follow-up. If OSHA conducts a follow-up inspection, that means they've already been out there and they've seen some of the issues and they've cited you. An abatement is basically saying, we fixed it. Like, this is how we abated it because let's say there was a hole. It was a walking, working surface hazard. It's cited. Oh, we created an abatement for it because we hired a contractor to come out and fix it. The citation can be a ticket or just away. Program inspections. VPP star sites as well as other sites have scheduled inspections that they have to complete to one, maintain their VPP status as well as other types of things. Other things that are also included in this, such as high-risk industry, steelworking factories, sawmills, sugar factories. All of these are considered high risk due to their exposures, such as like the explosives exposure that we were talking about earlier. Hazardous materials sites where they are working with these hazardous materials to create plastics and other chemicals. Those things are more often inspected on a higher risk basis because they have had issues in the past and they deal with so many employees and so many products that they have to be inspected.
inspection begins. During this meeting, the OSHA compliance officer will present official credentials and explain why the inspection is taking place. The compliance officer will review the purpose and scope of the inspection, including what areas, hazards, records, or concerns may be reviewed. This helps the employer understand what the inspection will focus on. The opening conference is also where employer and employee rights and responsibilities are reviewed. The employer may choose a representative to accompany the compliance officer during the inspection, and workers may also have representation. This is an important time to ask questions, clarify the process, and make sure communication stays professional and transparent. Key message: a strong opening conference sets the tone for the inspection. Be respectful, organized, honest, and ready to provide requested safety information.
All right. With that being said, let's think of a beat-up scenario, right? Let's say everyone in here is a safety manager for ABC company, right? You're the safety manager for it. You run the safety program. You have a inspector that comes up and they say, "Hey there, nice to meet you. My name is Frank Osha."
What?
Right? I actually have received an employee report for a complaint about a manhole missing a cover. So it's a confined space missing a proper cover and becoming a walking working hazard. At this point, what do you, as a safety manager, think you should do?
Oh, I can fix it myself. All right, babe, I'll come back to you. It's a little pricey.
Sure.
My stepdaughter.
It's already too late to investigate. It's too late to investigate. If you guys see a box opening on the screen,
Taken care of.
that is me opening the chat box so I can see what y'all are saying. Alright, I'm gonna give you the actual answer. So, you can't inspect it, you can't verify it, you can't prevent it because the inspector is already there on the doorstep. But what you can do is you can make sure that you take them directly to the site of location and not walk them around the rest of your facility so they can find other problems wrong with your area.
Give me some money.
Some safety
I
managers will do
always
that.
have time
They'll be like,
for
"Oh,
my
I don't know what you're talking about."
constituents.
But meanwhile, while you're here, let me show you a program. We're doing great. Meanwhile, you're walking around. It's like, "Oh, what's up with that flame locker? Like, what's up with that flammable liquid storage locker? Oh, like, what about it?" It's like, "Well, it's stored inside.
My door is
and
always
you have the caps off,
entering
so it's
this
off gas
house, of course.
inside the flame.
I
That's a
lost
citation.
my sandwich. Again.
You don't take him around the zoo to see all the animals. He's there for a specific citation. You take him to the specific site. If someone already, excuse my language here, but if someone already snitched, it's too late. You can't fix it at that point. You gotta take him to it. You gotta ensure that he understands that, like, if you didn't know about it, you didn't know about it. Sometimes things are like that. You know, who knows? Maybe the guy stole the manhole cover whenever he got fired. Who knows, right? But
Taxes to my sister.
that being said, you gotta take them directly to it, and then you have to put in a corrective action that you can submit up to your stakeholders to be able to rectify or abate this hazard. Meanwhile, in the meantime, you have to actually also create an administrative control as well as a preventative control to prevent that hazard from becoming an actual incident. So you have to cordon it off, you have to mark it off, you have to educate people, supervisors, and ensure that they understand, hey, this hazard exists. We're actually dealing with you
Don't
have
let
to
me
tell them
down,
about the
or
citation
I have to
process.
evict
But you
them.
can sit there and just say, hey, this hazard exists, avoid it while we're
That
ordering
is
an manhole
crazy.
cover, and then we'll get it
Could
covered.
you come back
And
later?
then once it's covered, you submit the abatement, let the department know, and they'll
Bruh,
come out
I
for
got
re-inspection.
that.
They'll see
Let's
that
have
it's
a
now
proper
covered.
chat.
Again, you take them directly
You're
to it. You don't put those around. In fact, if they ask to move around, they're not there for that reason. You don't have to. You can say, I'm just going to take you to that area that you came to inspect. If they came there for a full-on inspection, they don't let you know. The best thing to do is you see one of these guys walking around, your safety manager, go up and talk to them, introduce yourself, and walk with them and tell them to take those actions. That is the least painless part of this process. Walk around inspection. Again, if they are not there for a citation, they're there for an actual walk around inspection. They will ask where to go. You don't have to show them around. You just say, hey, what do you think? And if you say show you around, don't know what an SD inspector is? Citation. They'll also sync programs, postings, and records. They'll review the OSHA 300 law certificates annually. Those are basically, like I already said it earlier, those are your injury report logs as well as your fatality logs. They'll ensure that all the information is correct and accurate and matches what is recorded on the annual report. They'll review the actual program, its effectiveness, and they'll also take photos and other things. If they're taking photos, it's probably for a hazard that they're going to cite that you can abate. Something they can't really take photos of, can't take photos of employee training. No, they're just gonna cite you, and then you're
What's your unit, girl?
training session with employees, and you submit a roster. And at that point, they can take away the citation, or they can keep it there. I've seen it both ways. They can keep the citation there because they can be like, "Oh, you already got mine, so you messed up." Closing conference. I'm gonna play the audio for this. Go ahead and take a listen.
The closing conference happens at the end of the OSHA inspection. This is where the compliance officer reviews the preliminary findings and discusses any possible violations observed during the inspection. The officer may explain what hazards were identified, which OSHA standards may apply, and what the next steps in the inspection process will look like. This is also an opportunity for employer representatives to ask questions and better understand the concerns that were found. It is important to remember that the closing conference is not the final decision. OSHA will review the inspection information before issuing any official written report, citations, or penalties. Employers should take this meeting seriously. Even if the findings are preliminary, this is the time to begin planning corrective action, documenting improvements, and showing commitment to worker safety. Key message: the closing conference helps clarify what OSHA observed, but the final results come later in writing. The goal is not just to respond to violations, but to prevent injuries and create safer workplaces.
All right, to answer one of the questions that was posted in the chat, if you have violations on the way to the inspection site and you're choosing to walk that path, if they decide to cite it, I guess that's kind of like your own fault for choosing that path. Me personally, if I had an OSHA inspector on site and I recently had some issues happen that were directly involved in that path, I'd probably take them around a different way. I'd probably take them around a different path, and I don't know, I'd probably just talk to them and distract them along the way.
I appreciate you.
Sometimes they'll do that for unannounced inspections. They will show up unannounced and they'll see about getting access to the site.
How's Josh
Usually
doing?
those guys are more of the people you don't really want to work with, but they have their responsibilities like they have ours. Sometimes they get told like, hey, you need to do like 12 unannounced inspections this quarter. Exactly. You should know where the dirty laundry is in your crib.
I was
If you
gonna
don't,
actually go there to fish,
either fucking move
but
out
do some
or
tree
something.
chopping. I think
Excuse my language. But
as I head out,
let's move on.
I'm gonna just go prepare my stuff as I keep staying on my list.
If you want to become an OSHA inspector,
uh,
apply to OSHA. That's the best thing I can do to answer that question.
head over there.
Go to USA Jobs. That's probably where they have all the jobs.
Are we on the same
Or
server?
if you're applying to a local occupational health and safety government position, it's probably on like government jobs. That's what I would recommend. All right, inspection reports. Inspection reports have been written findings that are issued. The citations that are issued after the inspection, OSHA will review all evidence and information, determine if violations or citations exist, issue a written report within 6 months, which includes the citations, proposed penalties, and abatement deadlines, if violations are found. They also well as the
Alright,
driver
we're good.
operator.
So
A
let
common
me take
find
this
that
shit
happens
as I
is
come back
a
into the town before
forklift
I
operator
ride
will
my
get a
horse
permit,
over there.
but then they will never get certified
said
on their
5
license,
minutes.
but no one really asks them or follows up with them. So they've been driving a forklift for 2 years on a permit that expired a year and a half ago. And then they finally get caught because an incident happens. They hit someone, they drop something that's like some expensive merchandise, files get reviewed, the incident gets reported. Guess what? You have an unlicensed driver. Boom. An OSHA inspector will be at your door. Alright. As of now, that completes a lot of the things that we had for today. Walking and working services is more of a thing for tomorrow. However,
Yeah, we set a pit because now I can probably get a bigger
start
mountain.
on
The water can.
Zach, do you have any joint exercise that you wanted them to complete? Alright, awesome. We're going to continue with walking and working services. Alright. Walking and working services, which is part of the 29 CFR 1910 subpart D. What it covers, it covers OSHA it requires employers keep walking working surfaces clean, orderly, and in good condition to prevent slips, trips, and falls, as well as falling object hazards. Fun fact, whenever you are getting out of your car to go to work, and you trip in the parking lot from your car into work, that is a workplace incident. Technically, it's supposed to get reported to your safety department. A worker's comp is supposed to be started. All the information happens there. However, whenever you clock out, you are walking from your job to your car, and you trip in the parking lot, that is not a workplace hazard. That is not a workplace incident. They actually made that distinction about 10 years back. Alright, where does this cover? It covers floors, aisles, passageways, ladders, stairways, platforms, and scaffolds, dock boards, ramps,
So okay,
fall
so
protection,
now I understand
falling
that
object
the
protection,
lady is
and
not
training
his
requirements.
girl, it's his sister.
Time for
Key
a
requirements.
But that's their
Surfaces must be
relationship.
strong enough to support the intended load safely. Keeping surfaces safe. Keep work areas free of hazards such as loose
Maybe,
boards, spills,
take a
leaks,
little-
snow,
All
ice,
right.
and debris.
You got some
Provide safe access and
bunnies?
ensure safe access to an exit from all work areas. They must have protection from falls, using guardrails,
Oh, that's
covers,
why it's
or
called
fall protection
Super.
systems. Where required. Protection from falling objects. Use tow boards, screens, guardrails, and other protective measures to prevent objects from falling off the shelves and into the head. And training employees on the hazards and how to properly use equipment. That's essential. It almost keeping, you can see the image below the different things that are used. And even in a warehouse setting, where keeping your aisles clear, using your stairs correctly,
Okay, I got the water.
ladder
You want some
safely,
junk? I got that.
fall protection,
Some
right?
fish do I
A
got
PFAS
iron
system,
bar.
having your spills
Pretty
identified,
girl.
cleaned, and marked,
Tamala.
and removing
I
all
want to know who she
clutter
is.
hazards.
Have you met
General.
Tamala? Girl, I don't know why you're not talking to Tamala.
That being said, can someone answer in the chat? How high off the ground can someone climb until they need head protection? Until they need the helmet?
Tamala is who you want to be with, right? And you can romance her.
I've seen a lot of 4 feet.
Yeah, I met her, but she lives too damn far. I know, she do.
A lot of 4 feet. I've seen a lot of everything.
Oh, but it fixes all of them. For $53? Yeah, I'll do it. All right, bet.
6 inches.
All right, so outside of this
I think we're jumping into that
here,
direction.
we're
Maybe for some Marines. Or Marines Beetle. I don't know. Like that. 2 feet. I am pretty sure it's 2 feet. Sorry, it's been a while since I've asked that question.
Like the
But I'm like
know what I didn't fucking
I
do?
don't know. We'll find out. Unless someone looks it up.
Fucking bag the balls thingies.
Yeah, I think how high 2 feet is.
But it's alright.
2 feet is like, honestly, standing up regular, if you fall completely and hit your head on the ground, you're done. All depends on how you hit it. It is. Yeah, it's not half a person, like, but it's almost. I mean, it depends, you know. You got a 4-foot person. No. Alright, let's keep going. I would say if you're going to look up the standard would be in 29 CFR 1910, and it would be on walking working surfaces under fall protection services. I might be
I'm
wrong.
still on where it says that. Yeah.
Again, I haven't done it in a while. But last time I was researching something. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Alright. We'll want to play this audio.
In this module, students will learn how to recognize and control hazards related to walking working surfaces. These are the areas where employees walk, stand, climb, or perform work throughout the day. We will focus on identifying common hazards such as slippery floors, cluttered walkways, unsafe stairs, damaged ladders, scaffold risks, scissor lift hazards, and areas where fall protection may be required. Students will also learn basic controls, including housekeeping, proper ladder use, guardrails, toe boards, and personal fall arrest systems. The goal is to help workers understand not only what the hazard is, but what action should be taken to reduce the risk. By the end of this module, students should be able to look at a real workplace scenario, identify the hazard, explain the risk, and choose the safest control. Key message: this module is about seeing hazards before someone gets hurt. Safety starts with awareness, but it becomes effective when workers take action.
Awesome. So, as it says, right, identifying the hazards, controlling it, recognizing ladder scaffolds, scissor lifts, and stair hazards, exercising guardrails, toe boards, and PFAS basics. Personal fall arrest system is for anything where
Tell her
someone,
it's
you know,
me. Tell her I'm learning about
they have
OSHA.
kind of like a harness that will catch them. in
I'm
case
trying to
they
set
fall.
up my life event. This
If
is
you've ever seen those
crazy.
guys that work on top of those like
Gotta
race
diversify your
platforms,
Gotta
they usually have a PFAS system on them as they're raking up their computers. Or at least they should. If they don't, they're very well. Safety is a process. Walking working surfaces to improve fall protection. Anyone ever see a wet floor at Walmart? You just slip and they no wet floor sign. Oh, that was another dog. Every time. Fatal ladder incidents. A worker fell from an 8-foot step ladder while cleaning windows. Later died from the injuries. Work was performed at an elevation. The step ladder was used improperly, and worker training was insufficient. One preventable event is September. This just shows, like, if you do not know how to use your equipment, this goes into the training aspect. The equipment does not know how to be used, PPE doesn't know how to be properly donned, and there is not sufficient training for the worker.
Oh my god.
It can end
Watch
up
it disappear.
it goes into that high risk, low probability
Watering
nature.
one of these is taking me
And that's
so
where it
long.
becomes, that's where things become bad. Because people don't have training, because it doesn't happen very often. But there is a high risk that if something does happen, it'll lead to something catastrophic. Slips, trips, and falls. My favorite. Slips, trips, and falls make up the majority of general industry accidents and cause about 15% of accidental deaths. Think about that. 15% of all accidental deaths in the workplace are caused by slips, trips, and falls. That's a significant amount. call because we're all running to our trucks and we're all doing a slip and slide all the way down to our trucks. Like every time. That was like you take so much pride in it, but meanwhile someone's breaking their ankle and they're laughing at it. Not improper footwear for the task. Wet operation without drainage. Failure to clean while marked as expected.
So there's no one on my server. Like they just fucking took me out of my server to go try to do something. Making me sad.
Alright, controlling slip hazards. Some of y'all are really funny. Controlling slip hazards. Best controls are simple, but they must be consistent. Keeping surfaces clean and dry. Using slip-resistant footwear. Drain wet operations. Clean, mark, and report spills immediately. Remove ice and snow regularly. Can someone tell me what the standard is for footwear that has slip resistance? As well as if you're going to get composite toe or steel toe. What is the institute that governs that? Oh, there it is. ANSI. What does ANSI stand for?
Well, I tried. A chocolate tail flower. Never had that one.
No, I guess they ain't got the answer to that. No arachnids. Oh, there it is. There it is. I will say, the United States military might have a lot of acronyms, but I have never seen so many acronyms in my life until I got involved with the cybersecurity.
Girl, I wish I were here.
But cybersecurity has so many acronyms. I love it. So,
I know you probably don't need it.
all right, continuing on.
It's like my second time being around something.
All right, trip hazard. Excuse me. Sorry, I had a cold this morning. I'm still trying to fight it off. Trip hazard. Some trip hazards include poor housing, clutter, loose floor or carpeting, uneven walking surfaces, boards, hoses, and temporary lines, open drawers or protruding objects. An example of something like this is we've all been in some type of environment where everyone uses extension cords to do whatever, but they don't plug it into the closest plug that's closest to them. No, they plug it in and they drag the cord over a desk onto a chair and they plug their device into it and they're like a chair away and it creates a whole like webbing of cords.
This was not my plan. But
As simple as it may sound. Ocean inspector comes in there, he's gonna write it up. You don't see it, it's like, hey, that's not okay. And maintenance easy, if you have it on the spot, but he'll still do it. Yep. They're really the ones closest to you. They're the ones that hurt you the most. Example of it, if a worker has to step over it or go around it, it needs to be fixed. This goes into process improvement as well. Like, why would you increase the
Sophia.
amount of work
Come on,
you have to
girl.
do? I'm all about keeping my work to a minimum. I don't like running runs. Like, I don't like running at all. Never liked it. But doing the minimum amount of work is the most effective way to be able to like.
But even
push
though I took it, right?
having
So
to be
let's
able
say
to go
I
around
took an
so
item
big
that was
because
there.
there's things in
On
the way,
your
it's pretty
server,
inefficient.
it should still be there, right?
Getting rid
Like
of it
you
not
can
only
still
makes
pick it up.
safer, but it makes you have to work less. Controlling trip hazards. Alright, I'm gonna play the audio. As you guys can hear my voice is starting to go down a little bit. It's that cold catching up.
Controlling trip hazards starts with making the safe path obvious. Workers should not have to guess where to walk, step over materials, or move around clutter to complete their job. Aisles and passageways should be clean, well lit, and clearly marked. Scrap, debris, and waste should be removed throughout the shift, not only at the end of the day. Cords, hoses, and temporary lines should be routed away from walkways whenever possible. If they must cross a travel path, they should be secured, covered, or clearly marked to reduce the chance of someone tripping. Damaged flooring, loose mats, uneven surfaces, or blocked walkways should be reported and corrected quickly. Materials should be stored in designated areas so they do not create hazards for employees moving through the workplace. Key message: housekeeping is not extra. It is a core fall prevention control. A clear path helps protect every worker.
Fantastic. Fall hazards. Fall hazards can involve elevated surfaces or lower level openings. This can include the top of tanks, towers, machines, platforms, and runways, so as well as the open pits, tanks, vats, ditches, and floor holes, stairs, ladders, scaffolding, scissor lifts, as well as structurally unsound surfaces or exceeded load limits. You know, just thinking about like the top of tanks, towers, it makes me think of that. Has anyone else seen the video of that fuel tank that got hit by a drone in Moscow, and the top just blew straight off? It happened like earlier this week or last week. That's crazy. Just seeing that huge chunk of metal just shoot up straight in the sky. That one there. That was any of those. All right, fall control strategy. Best practice order controls. Engineer out the need to go up. Again, this goes to eliminating the hazard. If you can engineer a way to not go up,
I don't think I
whether
need
it
no
comes
more
to
wings.
moving
I'm
gauges,
good on
access
the
points,
wings.
to the ability of being
I
able
got
to
like
them on your
over
ground level
200
platform,
wings right now.
that's the best way to do it. Have a guard for the edge. Put in guardrails. Sad thing is, guardrails are a requirement because people kept falling off. As stupid as people might think it is. Use a preventative. Use a PFAS system, fall arrest system, as a last line of defense. Again, PPE is the last line of defense. PFAS is just a different form of PPE. It's just not the PPE that you think of.
She said,
Remember, everyone thinks of
well,
PPE.
my
they think,
inventory's full, but thanks for
eyes,
the info.
ears, gloves. But PPE is anything that protects you from hazards. Personal fall arrest system. Alright, you have your anchor points, your body harness, and your connections. I've sadly done some technical rescue stuff in the past. And
So if I,
mainly because I don't like the harness. But you gotta do what you gotta do to get the work done. Using a
if
personal
I
fall arrest
took it,
system, again, is the
could
last
she still
line.
get it?
Usually some of the boards, they're supposed to be raised
Because
up
I thought she
to
would get
1,000
it.
pounds. Ropes that are used to lift people, they have to be inspected on an annual basis for it being considered life safety rope. If it's not inspected, it becomes utility rope, which is used to lift equipment. It can't be used for people at that point in time. If it ever gets used, it has to be inspected by an authorized organization. There's a lot of things that don't go into that. That's why they encourage you to be able to eliminate the need for it as much as possible. Try to engineer a way to go without. Guardrail systems, standard, right? It is 42 inches plus 3 inches for the top rail height. The mid rail height has to be 21 inches. The minimum toe board height has to be 3.5 inches, and the toe board floor clearance has to be less than a quarter inch. And it's 42 plus or minus. At least about 4 minus. Right, but as long as you're within that range, it's fine. A lot of things, like I said, a lot of things with the federal standards, the general basis of it, not necessarily like everything.
Did I just snatch that from you?
Ladder safety. Using the right type of length and rating for the job. How high does a ladder, how many rungs have to go above for the ladder to be considered safe to climb? Anyone know? Like a general rule of thumb.
Everyone should be able to get the boot. Okay, so
There
it's
you
not
go.
like
You're wrong.
if I take it.
The PFAS,
I
PFAS
see
is usually
I took
inspected by a third party or
But
a
if
qualified
does she
independent
see it
agency
that I
to
took
know
it
to inspect it.
and then now she gotta wait?
But it's not necessarily the
Water
harness
it?
itself has to be inspected. The harness has to get inspected,
You know
right?
what I
That's a
mean?
safety thing also. But the ropes are very strict on what they're used for. Like if you leave rope, like if you store rope outside for any reason,
Like for me, it
and
disappeared.
stored for
Like
an
it
extended
started
period of time, and when I say
disappearing.
extended, I mean like a couple months. At that point, they need to get re-inspected because they've had
Ooh,
significant
I
thermal
gotta make it
damage
just
done
one more
due
hour.
to the exposure of the sun.
All right. So
department, one of the things that we had to do is we always had to use a healer as well, which you see that green bar is doing the exact same thing a healer would do.
So
It positions and secures the ladder in a way that the ladder isn't going to fall. It's not going to
okay, so I
slide
got.
out. It's not going to do anything.
I'm gonna
It's
sail
holding it in
around
place.
the
You'll see
corner.
that as a counterweight. Inspect before each use. Each ladder has a ring on the inside that shows thermal damage, and it shows also an inspection date. It has to be inspected also. Never use a defective ladder. If you see any type of bending or warping in the rungs, in the railing, you need to decommission it. It's not safe. If you're using a wooden ladder, if you see splinters, you shouldn't use it. If you're using a fiberglass ladder, if you see cracks in the railing, if you see cracks in the rungs, do not use it. Never use a defective ladder. That should be obvious to y'all. Follow manufacturer labels and warnings. Manufacturer labels also include proper care and storage of the ladder. Some ladders can't be stored outside. Other ladders, they have like a wooden ladder. They have to be maintained with linseed oil. You have to be able to put it on there, basically polish it off and maintain its healthiness. Warnings. It'll have a weight limit. Like especially if you use a little giant, it usually has a weight limit tied to it. It's one of those triangle ladders. Maintain 3 points of contact going up and going down. I would say use the rungs at all times. Do not use the rails. Everyone likes to grab the side of the rails. The rails are not necessarily the best part to grab. You want to grab them all. You want to maintain, keep it all inside. You keep it all inside like a T-Rex. That being said, never stack ladders on top of ladders. We ain't building scaffolding with ladders. That's not one, not safe, and two, a good way to find yourself with a broken back. Choosing the right ladder, the right type and the length for the job, and its rating. Never use the top 2 steps of a step ladder. You never use those. They should be above the thing anyways. That's why you go 3 up. Tell a supervisor if you need a longer ladder. You don't need a longer ladder. Do not exceed the ladder load rating. Again, ladders are rated for a specific weight. If you're on, my 400-pound life, maybe you need a longer rating. Do not account for worker tools and materials. Right? They're gonna have their PPEs. They're gonna have their tools that they're gonna go off with. Maybe they need to make multiple trips because they're bringing up saws and hammers and everything else that they would ever need up in that elevated area. And only use ladders for their intended purpose. Again, if you're not using them to cross and build a scaffolding ramp or anything like that, you're using it to go up and down specifically.
Alright, let's make a couple more ramen so we can. Oh, we got a week.
Inspect before use.
Oh, damn it.
Again, you want to inspect the rail and the rails and the rungs. You want to inspect the feet and the spreaders. You want to inspect the labels and the rating. You want to ensure that it is either grease, has oil, and it does not have grease. If it's that it's properly oiled, maintained, or if it's on wet surfaces, if you're placing it on a surface that has grease or oil, or a wet surface, you're gonna have a good time. Do not put it on a slippery surface. It has missing parts.
Let's
The
go.
rope, for extension ladders, the rope that you use to lift up. If it ain't lifting up until you like do some type of specific technique with it, I don't know. Sometimes some of it you gotta do a little special dance for it. But if it ain't working the way it's supposed to, don't use it. Ain't no reason to. Just say, hey, I can't use this. It's not working. Alright, I'm gonna play this audio for y'all.
Fixed industrial ladders have special fall protection rules because the higher the climb, the more serious the fall risk becomes. For fixed ladders that extend more than 24 feet above a lower level, employers must make sure workers are protected by the proper fall protection system. OSHA allows a personal fall arrest system or ladder safety system for new fixed ladders and replacement ladder sections. Older fixed ladders may have cages or wells for a period of time, but OSHA's long-term requirement is to move fixed ladders over 24 feet to ladder safety systems or personal fall arrest systems. This matters because a fixed ladder is not automatically safe, just because it is permanently attached to a building or structure. Workers must be trained. The ladder must be inspected, and the fall protection system must protect the worker throughout the climb. OSHA guidance also notes that fixed ladders 24 feet or less generally do not require a ladder safety system or personal fall arrest system unless the worker could fall more than 24 feet to a lower level. Employers should review the ladder's height, installation date, configuration, and exposure to determine what protection is required. Key message: The higher the climb, the stronger the fall protection planning must be. Fixed ladders over 24 feet require serious attention before anyone climbs.
Awesome. That completes this part of it. Alright, I got a quick question for y'all. For emergency response capabilities, what is considered a critical fall? Like, what height is considered a critical fall? Let's say I were to fall from a ladder and at a specific height.
Yeah, I'm a
At
big
what
girl
point?
now. Now I
For an adult.
now I
It's different for adults.
now I can big stuff now.
20 feet.
12 feet now.
20 feet is considered a critical fall for an adult. 10 feet is a critical fall for a child.
Oh.
So if someone falls off the top of a roof, 911 immediately.
What's your trigger word, Iron Woman?
Alright, let's continue.
What's a word that you
Scaffolding safety. Again, general industry doesn't go too deep into scaffold safety. It will talk about inspection before use. It will talk about some of the general basics for it, but it doesn't go as deep as the construction OSHA class does, or its publication by IT.
Moist and slice.
Scaffolding setup and controls. Right, having the foundation set to ensure that it's firm. Planking, ensuring that it's fully planted, that there is no space in between where someone can fall through. Ensuring that it has proper guardrails. While using scaffolding, you will have a personal fall rest system at a certain height as required, and having proper access or safe access to be able to use the scaffolding, whether it's through a ladder or any other means.
I think my trigger word has to be
Scaffold is a system, not a pile of parts.
like maybe I could say it,
Proper
but
use of
someone else
scaffolding.
can't say it.
You want to play the audio for this?
I'll look at them like
Proper scaffold use requires training, discipline, and following both company policy and the manufacturer's instructions. A scaffold may be set up correctly, but it can still become dangerous if workers use shortcuts while climbing or working. Workers should never climb scaffold bracing. Bracing is designed to support the structure, not to be used as a ladder. Workers should also avoid climbing the frame unless the scaffold is specifically designed for that purpose. Tools and materials should not be carried while climbing because they can affect balance and increase the chance of falling. Use proper lifting, tool belts, buckets, or approved methods to move materials safely. Workers should never place ladders,
one thing
boxes,
that I
buckets,
don't
or
like
other
is that I
objects
have
on
to
the
go all
scaffold
the way
platform
back home
to gain extra height.
to
This creates an unstable work surface and increases fall risk. Scaffolds must also stay at least 10 feet away from power lines unless proper electrical safety controls are in place. Key message: unsafe shortcuts on scaffolds can turn a safe work platform into a fall hazard. Use the scaffold the way it was designed and never climb or work from an
Alright, quick
unsafe
question.
setup.
What is a proper electrical procedure to be able to set up within 10 feet of power lines? There should only be one answer. I think every construction worker makes clear that they can't climb the scaffolding. That's a very normal thing. So the only procedure is if the power is shut off. If the power is completely shut off to the area and there is no electricity looking through the wire, and it is signed off by the company that runs those electrical connections, right? Talk about lockout, tagout a little bit here.
that's sap word. We don't need
If it is
sap.
completely shut off and there is no instance or hazard that is present of being electrocuted in any form or way, at that point they can work in that area. Because sometimes you do gotta work in those areas. Like those people need to, within 10 feet of a power line. Because there's something that might, I don't know, there might be a tree that might be leaning over and it might fall onto the power lines and create some type of hazard. Well, at that point, like, you don't have a choice. They turn off the power. We're gonna get up there, we're gonna clean it up, we're gonna make sure that this hazard is dissipated.
Like I wish you could have a little house or like a little
safety. I'm gonna play the audio for
I
this
need
one.
to get this chopper guy.
Scissor
kill
lifts are
one.
useful for working at elevation,
Yeah, you know,
but they must be operated with proper training, setup, and awareness.
and nothing big.
Only
you
trained
know?
and authorized workers should operate a scissor lift. The first focus area
Let
is
me kill
fall
one of these
protection.
choppers real quick too.
Workers must stand on the platform
So I
floor,
can give him
keep
access.
guardrails in place, and never climb or sit on the rails to gain extra
So
height.
give me an area
The
where
guardrail system is designed to protect the worker only when it
show
is
him
used
that he
correctly.
is worthy.
The second focus area is stabilization. Scissor lifts should be used on firm level surfaces. Operators must follow wind limits, avoid holes or uneven flooring,
Oh,
and make
girl,
sure the
I
lift
don't
is
know
stable
nothing about
before
that
raising
done.
the platform. The third focus area is positioning. Workers should keep the task within easy reach and avoid overreaching outside the platform. They must also stay clear of power lines and overhead hazards.
And I still went
Key
back home
message:
and still
only
did not
trained
do
workers should operate scissor lifts. Safe lift use depends on fall protection, stable setup, and proper positioning.
Again, it goes into that training piece. Almost every section of the 1910 has a specific, like, it'll have, I don't know if any of y'all are used to write these types of applications, but it'll have a section that will say, like, walking and working surfaces. It'll have its own subsection that says training. Like, each section has a subsection that involves training for the specific topic that it's talking about. And that will include just any type of training that workers or employees might need in these type of events.
Calling me the wood.
Stairway safety. Alright, stair hazards are often overlooked because stairs feel routine. It
The
comes
one
to
thing
the
I like
design,
about this class
their
is that
rails,
they don't
use,
ask for
and
always
housekeeping.
they're like this class is
For
not
the design, fixed stairs at least 22 inches wide with 30 to 50 degree angles are designed for required loads. Rails, handrails, and stair rails are required when there are 4 or more risers. Rises, use. Again, like ladders, when using stairs, maintain 3-point contact
This is
without
so
climbing up steps. We all run up the stairs.
I just want to have a storage box and a place where
Or
I
do
can
something
build
that is work related.
whatever I
Step
can.
one step at a time.
You know what I mean?
That's probably the most ones. Housekeeping. Don't store your trash on the stairs. That's one thing. Another thing, fun fact. Sorry, I keep throwing more fun facts at y'all. Whenever a building or a company is being constructed, what is the first thing that is built and why? Alright, I kind of ran into that one. Yes, the foundation. Yes, the foundation. I ran into that one. I guess I didn't correctly phrase it. Right? After the foundation and the general layout of the ground floor of what it's going to be at. Usually the first thing that is built after that is stairways and elevators. But I will say yes, I ran into that one. Yes, it's the foundation. Stairways and elevators, and the reason for this is because they are seen as places of refuge. Anytime there is a storm, a structural collapse warning, any like if there's anything that goes into it, the stairs and elevator shafts are seen as places of refuge. In fact, that's why they're built first, because they say after the foundation, build the stairs. And
Damn choppers, I have one. I just want to use one chopper. You gonna tell me there's
they're
no
usually the
choppers?
most solid
Not
pieces.
one?
Like they're the most low
Not
crack
one in
pieces of
sight,
construction.
not even a deer.
Yep, concrete cannon. They like
So they be asleep
they are
during the night
the most
over
solid
here.
pieces. If a
At
stairway
nighttime over
collapses,
there, it's
pretty
like
much
fucking
that part of the building.
sausage party delight.
All right, if you are at this part of the section, go ahead and download this guide. It'll teach you about stairways, ladders, and it's just a general guide for the overall process. Review it. I'm going to today at this time we're going to take a 2-minute break. Finish off at 10:30. So 10-minute break.
I need Bailey. Girl, that sounds important.
like you saw on my screen a second
Trying
ago,
to find a
it showed you that
spotted
there is
chocolates.
a PDF.
I have not seen one
Yeah.
fucking animal outside of
If
these
someone wants to
stupid
download
ass
it and
bugs
post it in the chat, there, feel free
that
to
I
do so.
can't do nothing with because I ain't got no balls. My balls aren't strong enough to fucking do anything.
This is the section right here. So it's walking,
Not
working
a
surfaces,
damn thing.
page 23, slide 24. The stairway ladder drive. Alright. Now, back to it. I wanted to do a
High and
tempo
low.
break. Other
Scoured
students,
everywhere here.
if you could help out some of these
And I completed this segment
late
of
joiners,
my
that
map.
would be awesome. Give them instructions for the attendance sheet so that way they can get credit for joining the class, everything that they need.
And they not a damn thing is over here. Oh, man, I got some silver. Please give me some. So I completed. I haven't seen a damn animal. So I knocked all of this right here. I'm about to make it here. And then I'm gonna go to the water portion of it, but I'm gonna come back through this tree and go through here so I can hit block by block. Yeah, right now I have not one fucking animal. And I just was trying to impress Hidori, and that shit said, nah, son, have a seat. I ain't got nothing for you. Oh, you know what? Let me get my little man, get him some stuff, give him a chopper tail, make him feel happy, seeing that he's seen. You know, and I'm about to start taking care of my future daughter, my stepdaughter. You know, I don't like calling stepdaughter because that's my kid. You know, we're together. But look, not an animal in sight, not one. All right, so let's check out these temples. What's over here? Not a damn thing. Not a loop. Not a loop, not a nothing. Boo. Did I enter? Oh, I need a battery. Can't do it. It's alright. Alright, so I said I was gonna come. Let me check up here. Rocks. Ooh, look at that tree. It's glowing. That's a thing. How about here? Ooh, okay, look, I got a little tree. Finally. Alright, what we got? Ooh, I got a heartwood. I can give it to my man. Okay. Thank you. And that gave me more than the big tree. How about this one? This is a sap. It's a sap. Ooh, I got an ember. Heartwood. A little heartwood tree over here. Oh, look at that. how we were gonna come back. So we headed up the hilltop up here. Nothing down there. Let me just check for shits and giggles. Nothing here. Damn, y'all. Alright, let's go down. Ooh, heartwood tree. I don't think I can. Twigs. Alright, up here. And I don't need any saplings right now. Oh, there's a mushroom. Oh, I already got it. Alright. And... Look at that. Oh, they took a break. Alright, so I'm about to head down to the beach. 9 heartwood. We're doing pretty good with the heartwood. Alright. Let's go down here. I'm near the beach. And I have to play like with some kids good. So I'm good. Alright, so let's come back to this way. Let's see where we can go. Okay, there's some fishing spot, like a little fishing spot here.
you analyzing that simple task that you do on an average basis at your job and implementing controls such as wearing eye pro, ear pro, or any other types of things like that, that basically just
To
shows
go home is 10.
you
To
have
go to the
minimized the amount of exposure that those personnel were experiencing. The next thing I would say is along with that experience, maintain the data of how much money and personnel you basically not saved, but money that you prevented from being expended. The best way I can describe it, I was a incident safety officer for a aircraft incident that had happened up in Canada. This is while I was still and they had called me and told me to select a team of 4 to start at Quantico and go to Canada to help this operation where this helicopter was getting loaded into a C-17 or into a plane, and the tail had wedged up and shot into the top of the C-17. Well, going there as the incident safety officer, implementing the plans that I implemented, right? I ended up saving the Marine Corps about $426 million because that was the total aggregate cost of both aircraft, as well as the additional cost if they were to hire private contractors to go out there and conduct operations. The best way I could say is for any type of job that you're interviewing for, build your STAR statements, right? Your situation, your task, right? Like those are essential. You need to understand. You need to be able to convey that in a way that's easy for people to understand. The actions taken. You need to be able to make the actions that you took relatable and understandable. So that way, whenever you're speaking to someone, you're speaking in such a plain language that an ASVAB waiver can understand what you're saying. And then the result. The result is the
Girl,
money.
you already cleared this entire map already?
Saved lives. The end result that led into an improved process. If you implemented an anti-mouse box and it was used for safety, yes, it could count. You could put implemented any saw that there was a safety culture issue within my command. The task that I implemented was that I implemented an anti-mouse box. The action was that people were submitting their anti-mouses and had identified safety concerns. And the result is that we created abatements for 36 safety hazards that existed. I don't know. I just made that stuff up.
It's all I've seen.
But like
Bug,
something like that. And that's a statement that you would say at like an interview. In your resume, you'd write something along the lines
girl,
of,
where you been? We missed you.
created a system, created a
Yeah, girl,
process where
I completed the
employees can
first
submit
map. I mean, I still have questions and
anonymous
stuff to
safety
do, but
complaints, resulting in
I
over
right
500
now just been like
hazard abatements, which led to a decrease of workplace incidents by 30% in a 3-year
I was
period.
on. Oh, girl, yesterday
like
was my Game
a
of
resume.
Thrones night. House of the Dragon. First
They
episode.
wanna see what you
Couldn't
had,
miss it. I love Java.
what you did,
I did
and
stream
how
for a little bit though,
So those
but I
STAR
couldn't miss
statements are
that.
very important.
There's no way that y'all go. I'm not. I
All right,
love
y'all
y'all.
ready to get back
I
to it?
can't miss
Fantastic. Let's get back to it. Let me share my screen. Alright. I don't know if anyone reviewed that document, but I would say keep that document as a guide for future if you ever have to deal with any type of ladders, stairway
Today I was
inspections or
like, you
anything
know
like
what?
that.
I'm gonna go through the second map.
Floor
make
and
it by
wall
section
openings.
by section.
Floor openings require a proper cover
see
or
what we
guardrail
get.
system.
And
Open covers
girl,
must
I
be guarded
fucking
or
came up
constantly attended.
pretty much empty. I
Wall
didn't really
openings
get anything.
with a drop over 4
Wish I
feet
just
must be
fucking,
guarded. Open-sided platforms
what do you
and
call it?
runways
Might as well have just
require
fucking
fall
fixed it.
section. Never leave unguarded openings, active work areas.
They've been grinding up.
This goes into the manhole covering I was talking about earlier. Technically, what is a manhole considered in the safety world?
Yay! Fuck yeah. I died. Like,
That means there's
what
not
time
enough
is
square
it
footage
for
for
you?
someone to be able to live on a normal basis. And it is a requirement that all confined spaces be covered.
I got in, did my dailies today. I haven't done my dailies. I haven't done shit.
Structural integrity and load limits. Employers must ensure walking working surfaces are structurally sound and able to support people, equipment, and stored materials. You have to be able to inspect and look for damages in grates, weak platforms, corrosion, or missing supports. There has to be a limit. If there is a bridge, let's say it's that rickety drawbridge, you can't be having 400-pound life brother crossing that
All
drawbridge.
I've
You got
had
to find
today,
another way
girl,
around. Maybe
is
it's a
fuck
lift out there. I
bucks.
don't know. Implementing a control. Do
I'm
not
going back
exceed
up
the
there,
intended
Iron Woman.
or
About to go up
potential
there.
load. And
I just
report.
want to get these little.
Stop and report questionable surfaces. Do you see something that don't look safe to walk on? Probably not safe to walk on. Alright, here is a walking working surfaces document that y'all can use. This activity, actually let's open this activity. I want y'all to take a look at it. Take a look at it.
Okay, we
Complete
started.
whatever you complete. If you need help, I'll
No
download it
blue
also. We'll
shells.
take a look at it.
I thought he said he wanted a blue shell or something.
Let me go ahead and share my screen with this activity.
Okay, I'm originally from Cali. I'm from LA.
Sorry, I was doing some error analysis.
Then on the day at home.
Alright.
The one thing I
Given
do
the various
like
walking
is
working
that
surfaces
in
type,
this
the
game,
students will be able to protect themselves from walking working hazards. Some of the ELOs that we have for this are identifying hazards in the workplace associated with walking working surfaces, identifying best practices for eliminating or controlling hazards associated with walking working surfaces in the workplace, and identifying best practices for eliminating
where do you start
or
seeing
controlling fall
movies?
hazards in the
At
workplace.
another venue?
You already got the PowerPoint presentation. We have the student materials right here. And this is the student material.
Yeah, the goal tonight, I wanted
Alright,
to
we'll go
get
over this
80
case study.
comments. I'm at 43.
From the National Institute of Occupational Safety and Health,
Why is he
Annual
at?
Space Report from
Did we
2009, this case study, right? The summary is, on January 22nd, 2009, a 33-year-old Hispanic worker was injured after a fall.
Yeah, so I
from
was,
an 8-foot step ladder.
I
A
grew
bucket
up
partially
in
filled with cleaning solution was tied with a
LA.
rag to the top of the ladder.
most of my life.
The
majority of
victim
my
was
life, I don't
cleaning
know.
windows when he fell onto the tile floor and hit his head.
I
at
probably am
approximately
probably saying it wrong.
A tile
I don't know
foreman
what this
on the
man
site
wants.
called
He's so
911
sad.
stayed with the
Because you know how we've been talking
victim
about like our man,
at 1:14
you know,
p.m.
you got red,
Medical services arrived
red,
on
you
scene.
know what I mean?
When emergency
Says
medical
here.
personnel arrived, the victim was unconscious and having seizures.
Oh, okay.
EMS transported the victim to a local hospital, and the following
Better
morning,
get all
the
these
worker died.
supplies. You
Key
looked her
contributing
up
factors
on
identified in the investigation include working at an elevation, improper use of a step ladder, and inefficient equipment.
I'm really happy I made that investment of that little
Alright.
$5.
Now, for
I
this
can't
case
go with
specifically, what is it? What is something that it did not say the worker had?
Yeah. They've been grinding. Girl, I got so much damn wood.
PFAS, yeah. He was on,
But I
he
know
was
it's
on a
gonna
foot
go
ladder, yeah.
quick.
That helmet, PPE.
I'm gonna check up here.
Fell and hit his head.
Nothing.
Insufficient training is what it said. His equipment was hanging off the side of a ladder, which caused instability. So, yeah,
Right? Okay. Right?
sad story. You know, whenever things like this happen, it's completely preventable. But again, that's why these regulations exist, because things happen on a regular basis. Pre-existing conditions. Okay.
How's your gaming today?
Alright, next. Slip, trips, and falls constitute a majority of general industry accidents. They cause 15% of all accidental deaths. In our secondary, only the motor vehicle has a cause of fatality. The OSHA standard for walking working surfaces apply to all pertinent actually required. Personnel need to be trained on how to properly climb a ladder. You may have a question about it, right? Not everyone knows how to climb a ladder, sadly. People don't necessarily know how to properly set up a ladder, take down a ladder, how to properly store and maintain it, as well as
He's just chilling right now. That's
people
why.
hang
That's
back
why
on
when you
it.
said I
You know,
was
one
on,
of
I
the
was
first
like,
things
damn,
I
it
had
was
to do
late,
when I
but
was
it
learning how
makes
to
sense.
climb a ladder, you have to become a leg lock. You're on top of it. What a leg lock means is you just stick your leg around the rungs and you're able to lean back all the way. And you're hopefully safe. Meanwhile, I'm scared of heights, so
Girl, I'm gonna do the castle thing at 7, actually, walking around.
that's good to hear that
That
the
52
document
comment.
is helpful. The main thing that these resources are for. is to
Damn,
help
I
people
chopped
identify.
150
Because that's
trees.
the whole
Oh
point
my
of it
gosh.
is to identify that
I think
workers
I
do
think I
have
need to
rights,
get off. I need to get off.
and it's everyone's
I need to
job
get
to
off
be
here.
able to
I need to
make
get off.
sure that we all are there.
I gotta get out.
All right,
Girl.
I know y'all can see the answer.
I'm
They're a little blurred out.
fucking spider.
We got the answer right here. Slow strictly falls 50%. How far above should a ladder extend? About 3 feet. We said 3 rungs earlier. The distance between rungs is about a foot. And that's usually part of the standard. What is the top rail height of the guardrail system? 42 inches plus or minus 3 inches. And what is the maximum platform height ratio for mobile scaffolds? And for mobile scaffolds, it's 4 times the minimum base
So the
dimension.
what?
So it can't go above 4 times the minimum base dimension.
Yeah, I've been collecting them. But I'll tell you, when I run out of space, I get rid of them turtles.
Module wrap up. Alright, here we are. We're near the end of walking working services. We're moving on ahead. That's going to make Sunday a lot easier for us. Working with these services, we have to ensure that these services that we are using, they're clean and dry. We have to ensure that the ladders, scaffolds, lifts, stairs, openings are
Oh,
all
what's
properly
this? What's
maintained, and that we have correct
Open the
training to be
hatch.
able to operate use them.
Girl, open the
I know it
hatch.
sounds
I don't know where
weird,
I'm at.
like
What
being
is
trained to
this?
climb stairs.
Holy shit.
Some people like it. The use of guardrails, covers, personal fall arrestment system, reporting hazards, and before they come in, the importance of that, and improving the process after every near miss. So we didn't necessarily talk about near misses much, but I'm gonna talk about near misses. So a hazard, I'm gonna talk about hazard and near miss. A hazard is something that you see that could potentially lead to an injury or worse. I see an oil spill on the ground, just like that guy with the white hat there, and he's pointing at it. He's pointing at a hazard. Like, oh, hey, that's hazardous. Watch out for that. A near miss. Let's say you and your buddy are walking around the workplace, and his ankle rolls for whatever reason because he's got weak ankles, and he ends up catching himself, but he's not hurt. Technically, that's a near miss. That was a near miss for a slip, trip, and fall. Because he didn't get hurt, but he kind of slipped up and almost fell. Another near miss would be someone is looking to cross an intersection and they look both ways and they think they're good. Then they go to cross and a car honks their horn and nearly hits them. But it doesn't
Oh,
hit
yeah. I was just knocking out that little wall first.
Another example of a hazard.
We hit up all
is
the
any
nooks
type
and
of
crannies.
environment. Ideally, it stands for immediate danger to life and health.
There's something to read.
That means fire, electro hazards, radioactive hazards,
For answers.
anything that just basically means it's not bad to be around. Asphyxiation hazards. Those things are all just hazard identification. Awesome. Included walking working surfaces.
Freaking bomb.
Alright, HazComs. Kind of want to wait before we go into HazComs. HazComs is a huge subject. It is a huge subject, and it's very important. And we only got about 45 minutes left. So instead, we're
can climb everything else, but I can't climb this damn rope. All these people still in class. Yeah, everybody's still in class. It's like 160 people in class. So. All right. Let me just look up. Bro. God, man. Bro, come on. Girl, I'm about to not do this shit. I'll tell you right now. I'm over it. Duh. Fucking finally. It'll be just my luck that she like gets stuck. Okay, good. Hallelujah. Alright. Oh, there's another book over here. Guys, it's so early for us.
I don't know what all my videos were. I had a bunch of videos I used to folder that I'd be able to present to y'all. But oh well. When in doubt, we'll just keep pushing. Alright, we are gonna continue to HasCon.
Oh my
We
god.
might stop halfway through, but
It'll be
it's
my
what it is.
fucking luck.
And then we'll just continue the next day. We'll pick out some stuff. Alright, we're going to go into OSHA, Hazard Communication Standard. This is one of the most cited standards whenever it comes to safety programs. It comes through their training, their information that they keep, such as the SD edition. It also goes into the actual program being a written policy itself. Things such as having a hazardous
Make sure
materials
to
or
look
chemical
down.
inventory that is maintained,
Like what you mean to
having
look down.
labels and pictograms of said chemicals, the updated SDS sheets that we were talking about at another time, the
Yeah, I'm cool, girl.
employee
I'm good.
training is
Alright.
required
I'm about
to
to give up.
include retraining on the implementation.
And I was doing so good. There we go. Okay, okay.
Written, the written HasCon program, which we already
Give me
talked
shit
about.
out of
Talked about.
Oh my god. And
That's pretty much it.
all right, and then
Alright, I'm gonna
let
play
me
this
feed
audio
my
for y'all,
girl first.
and then I'm gonna talk about it.
Maybe she needs some
First,
protein.
students will understand the purpose of OSHA's Hazard Communication Standard.
Needs some protein.
This standard exists so employees are not left guessing when hazardous chemicals are present in the workplace. Second, we will look at employer responsibilities. Employers must make sure hazardous chemicals are identified, labels are used,
All right.
safety data sheets are
Make
available,
sure to
and
look
workers are trained. Third, we will discuss the parts of a written hazard communication program. This includes chemical inventories,
Okay,
labeling
so I'm here,
procedures,
right here.
SDS access, employee training, and how information is communicated across the workplace. Fourth, students will learn how to use labels, pictograms, and signal words to recognize chemical hazards quickly. These tools help workers understand if a chemical is flammable, toxic, corrosive, reactive, or harmful to health. Fifth, we will walk through the 16-section safety data sheet. Students should know where to find information about first aid, PPE, spill response, storage, handling, fire hazards, and emergency procedures. Finally, students will apply this information to real workplace scenarios. The goal is not just to memorize terms, the goal is to make safer decisions when working around chemicals. Keyline.
It's a white
This
check
module is
board
about
with
turning
those.
chemical information into safer decisions.
Alright. So basically, as we were saying earlier, the HasCom program itself being updated, it comes into basically explaining all the different things when it comes to the HasCom program, having it being written, as well as understanding the 16 sections of the SDS. SDS is a standardized HasCom sheet that replaced the MSDS back in the
Yeah.
90s.
What the
And
frick, kid?
since then, it
I came up here.
updated.
Nothing. There's nothing up here. What was the smoke for?
Since then, it's been
And that
continuously
stupid bear
updated,
don't do
and
nothing.
it's just
can't get the
the
bear.
standards just keep going further as time
Bro,
goes on. That's how it all
I'm
works.
hot.
We see that there's a shortfall, and the shortfall is corrected. One of the
On
most
the
recent
board,
updates
bro. Look
Burr
on
has come is that now section 1 of a substance or a mixture has to include a 24-hour service telephone number per the manufacturer. So that way, if someone is exposed to that chemical or substance, they can call that phone number for an exposure report and also to find out next steps. Even though there are other sections that tell about next steps, that number is there to answer any other questions. Alright, hazard communication. Right to know. That being said though, I'm actually going to put a pause here. Like I said, I did want to keep the HasCom program on hold until tomorrow. I already know that it's getting late for some of y'all. East Coast, it's getting close to 10 p.m. Some of us might have PT in the morning. I don't. Not anymore. Nope, not me. But for those of you that do, that y'all have to go. And
Oh, you know what?
we'll pick
Maybe
up
my
on hazard
homegirl.
communications tomorrow.
But if
y'all have
she
any other
had got it,
questions,
I
I'm
should have
going
gotten
to stay
them.
here for the last 10 minutes.
Like
If you
the
have any
loop,
other
right?
questions,
Like
I'll answer them
letting
to
me
the
know
best
that
of my
there's a loop
ability,
for me to get.
and I will offer whatever
There's
guidance I
nothing in
can.
here.
And feel free to ask me pretty much anything.
Oh, there it
Again,
is.
I was in the same boat as a lot of you. I had recently transitioned.
Dang.
I got out of the Marine
We didn't even
Corps
have
in
to go that
December
high. That's
2025,
crazy.
and then
Some bullshit.
I did my like this is like literally a timeline of what I did. I got out, did my National Registry EMT, didn't know what to do, and I started
Thanks,
applying for
girl.
safety jobs. Got a safety job, became an OSHA instructor,
On
and now I'm
some
here.
fines. I think I got that one.
Yes, the same link is used to join tomorrow. All the same information is used for tomorrow. You're going to re-sign and redo a attendance
Oh my
sheet.
God, y'all.
Yes,
This
so
is
Monday through Friday is the same time, 6:30 to 10:30 tentatively. And make sure you fill out an
I had to
attendance
be in
sheet
the office
tomorrow as well.
I had to be there
It took me
at
a couple
work.
months. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a couple months.
So
I
I
wasn't
know.
as prepared as I thought I was. I wasn't as prepared as I thought I was whenever I first got out. I was dealing with a lot of I'm trying to think of the right way to say it. People that were not necessarily good people. Whenever I was getting out, not good leaders in my opinion. But eventually, I didn't even take terminal. Mainly because one, I was staying in a local area, and two, being a firefighter, like it was like anytime you try to take leave, they're like, oh, manpower, you can't. Like we're already working 2 days on, 1 day off. All right, come on. Real
Welcome.
So I didn't even take terminal. I just sold my leave. Did a bunch of transition classes, and then yeah, that's pretty much it.
So I see the stairs right there, right?
As far as
I
how
see
long
the
it's been in my job, couple months. Couple months.
like these
I will
vines.
say I wasn't necessarily trying to start moving, but they say the average time to find a job that you want is 6 months.
Unless I can get them
That's what
robbed.
they say. And that's including like by the way, sometimes the hiring process.
Because I walked this whole.
Like Oracle, their hiring process is 2 years. And I was looking at doing, I was looking at working at a data center. No, I have this experience in safety. I have experience in fire and emergency services, emergency medical services. My degrees in cybersecurity, like professional degrees in cybersecurity. I have my security plus. I'm a cyber professional through and through. That's what I was pursuing. But safety is what I pursued, and honestly, I love it. I love the administrative side of life safety and
wall here. No jumping, you walk to. Yeah, I don't think so. Because up here, there's nothing I can walk on. It's up there,
I hope
but
you're. I've never
I
even
don't
heard
know
of
how to get up
aviation
there.
cybersecurity, or is it aviation and cybersecurity? No, thank you guys for
The
listening. This is my
entrance.
first lesson with so many people. I do have
See how
experience with
it's there,
instructing.
but you gotta get up.
I'm a certified fire instructor for fire and emergency services. I'm also a
Nothing
uh,
over here.
national incident management system
That door
trainer
takes you down.
for NIMS 300 to 400, like advanced incident
And
management for
then
large scale incidents. I got that certification as part of Homeland Security, and
oh wait, right here.
yeah, no, I enjoy teaching, and it's one of the things that honestly led me to here. As soon as I connected with that, like, things just clicked. Things just clicked. It's like boom, bam. Next thing you know, like Star Global, I'm a part of their system, and it's great. Thank you, Joel,
That shit is fucking.
and thank you, everyone. No, it's been a great time, and honestly, I look forward to seeing y'all throughout the rest of the week. Again, if you have any questions about the transition process, things like
This is
that,
there.
safety,
If this
getting
was
a job,
here,
all that stuff.
would it be? And there's nothing up here.
Russell, I don't necessarily have all the questions for you. I'm an instructor. All the stuff is like through grants from college and stuff like that.
Let's see, let's try. Yeah, nothing over here. Went to the top. There's no entrance. Oh, right here, right here.
So to become an ocean instructor, there are a couple prerequisites that you need. To be an authorized ocean instructor, there are a couple prerequisites that you need. The first one is that you need to get with a regional safety center, and you need to take an OSHA 511 course. It's a certification course. It's a professional certification. It's about $1,000, and that's the first step. Afterwards, and this
Bruh,
one's a
are
little
you
harder,
serious, dude?
and this is where some of y'all might find some shortfalls.
No.
Afterwards, you need to